Oh God! Hello, hey, hello, everybody. All right, we're at it again. Oh God! Of course, I get no coughing fit right as I go live. All right, everybody, we're back at it again. Here to wrap this shit up. All right, I'm excited. I'm fucking excited. See, I wanted to finish this game before streaming anything else because I want to beat the assholes that'll try to spoil it. So yeah. But hopefully you're all having a good one. Hope you're all having a good day. Work was work wasn't bad. It was tolerable. It was tolerable. I forgot that I had a stash of crab cakes in my freezer for when I've had a bad day. Because I lost my fucking phone charger at work today, my only phone charger.
Thankfully, Dax has a shitload of phone charges, and like he's gonna let me use his until I get paid, so I can buy another one. But no, I had some crab cakes for dinner before stream, so I'm all energized and ready to go. And I got me a can of Rip It. I dedicate the first sip from this can to our courageous men and women in the service, dealing with all that bullshit over there in Iran. I hope they all make it home safe and sound. And yeah, and oh yeah, fuck Mia Khalifa and Hassan Piker. For all the fucked up shit they said over the past couple days about our servicemen and women. All right, with that out of the way, what flavor of Rip It? It is the tribute flavor, so it's cherry lime. Very, very delicious. Son lost his sugar daddy, did he? Oh god, I hope he did. I hope he did. You know, it's funny. One of the VTubers who follows me, she said that Mia Khalifa looks like Hassan as a woman. And I gotta say, Mia Khalifa, she looks rough, man. Holy shit. You've heard of 28 days later, she's 28 dicks later. Cause like, damn. Oh yeah, I unlocked the Matilda, apparently. I'll probably use it for a second playthrough. Because it's a burst I almost said penis because I saw penis on the fucking the chat there. What freebasing penis will do to a motherfucker. I almost said burst penis instead of burst pistol. The fuck is even a burst penis? Was it like jizz in a 3-round burst? like, how does that sound? What does that sound like? And he goes, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna come!" Ah! Just jizz in 3-round bursts. Oh, God.
Security threat detected. Elevator shut down. In effect. Override key authorization required.
What's in here? What's in the box? Oh, I got a... Ooh. I got a bunch of credits. Credits.
This must be the room.
Alright, time for me to hump some licky lickies.
I'll take up if you fuckers as I can.
Don't tell Amalgamite. Where are the sticky lickies? Here's sticky licky. Here's sticky licky. Oh, there you are, sticky licky. Right in the face. You know, alright, is it fucked up that every time I see these guys, I crave spaghetti? I don't know why, but like, I crave spaghetti and meatballs. Fucked up, I know. I don't know why, their texture reminds me of spaghetti and meatballs. Hey, sticky licky.
They haven't changed much, have you?
You crave a meatball sub when you see them? Oh, God. We're fucked up people, aren't we? See. I think Leon's not the only one who's got a virus. I probably feel how Leon feels right now. Funny thought after that. On one sales note, you cleaned out 60 million in umbrella inventory with a box of buckshot. Yeah. You know, I'm actually glad that this game implies that Umbrella isn't, like, dead and gone. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I like Umbrella as the bad guys. I prefer them as bad guys. I prefer them over, you know, the fucking Los Illuminados and all the other weird fillers and you know, what's the fucking word? All the fill-ins, right? Or whatever the fuck you want to call it. All the guys that are meant to be a, God, what the fuck is that word? Oh yeah, and Tricell too. They weren't that, I don't know. They weren't very memorable villains like Tricell. It's like, come on, really? You're just Tenmu Umbrella. You're Tenmu Umbrella, and then the whole Neo Umbrella shit from 6. It's like, dude. Hey, what's up, Iron? Hello, Neo. How you doing? Just, I don't know, I'm trying to blank some what the word is. What's that word where like, you have something as a replacement? Substitute, there we go! Yeah. The substitutes for Umbrella. Oh, shit! Catch! Eat this, bitch!
Warning. Autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown unavailable.
I swear when I get freaked out.
Self-repair functionality offline. Aerosol monitor. Warning. Pod lockdown unavailable.
Eat this.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
Catch! Oh, you're not very good at this game. Supposed to throw it back. Hey, I'm not on the menu. Leon is friend, not food.
Elevator will arrive shortly. The elevator has arrived.
Oh, there we go. Oh, poor Leon.
Almost there, Sherry.
Please don't die, Leon. If you die, I'm gonna be very upset. Listen, all I know is there's a certain decision you gotta make at the end to determine Leon's fate. That's all I know. And that particular ending, there's a good ending that's supposed to be the canon ending, so I'm gonna try and get the good ending. Come on, Leon, you can do it, man. Come on, you survived Las Plagas, you can survive this. Oh, great, I gotta play as Grace now.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
My research opened Pandora's box, unleashing disaster upon the world.
Except Elvis.
Really? You think? Really, you think?
Or so the myth goes.
A blind hope.
What do you mean?
Humans cannot predict when death will come for them. This is why they have hope. I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt.
As you should be.
Happiness cannot be achieved at the expense of others.
Too late for that.
I think that's enough for today.
Why did you accept my request for an interview? Who is that? Is that one of your subjects?
Of course not. She was alone in the world. I took her in to make amends.
Is she...
Perfectly normal. Just
What?
an average child needing a home. She is my hope. Aren't you beautiful?
Wait.
Would you like to hold her?
Okay.
So Spencer has regret after everything he unleashed on the world. Hey, Neo, I have a question for you.
She's adorable. What's her name?
Grace.
Grace.
Alright, I'm gonna ask after the cutscenes over here.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I've said my piece. I only hope it serves as a requiem for those who have passed.
Leon. Leon.
Oh, poor Leon. Oh no, he's not looking good. That's not looking good for our boy. Oh no. No, Leon, no.
Oh, I need to hurry.
Okay. So, Neo, I'm going to ask this to you as a Christian. Alright. So if you... Neo, are you familiar with Resident Evil, like the lore of it at all? Okay, so you know who Spencer is, yeah? And everything he's responsible for? Okay. So, from that scene of Spencer showing remorse and regret for everything he did and guilt, do you as a Christian believe that a man like that, do you feel like he should be forgiven? All that death he caused. But yet showing remorse for it. That's a good answer, yeah. I was just curious to hear from your perspective. Let's see. What's this here? Checking database access request. The following data was found. Minutes of the first assembly meeting as transcribed by AI Control Center NOAA. The defense. The Legion of the T-Virus has caused an epidemic. If things continue like this, all eyes will be focused on Raccoon City. KD. There's nothing to worry about. ARC has been secured. Commence the missile strike. The defense. We are lacking presidential authorization. KD. The organization is involved. There's no need for the usual procedures. The blame will fall solely on Spencer. The defense. Understood. KD. With this, Umbrella will be dismantled and will seize their assets. Oh. So it's not just Umbrella anymore. It's like a shadowy cabal that's behind all of this. I'm not the judge. All I can do is point people towards the Bible, give them the good news, and then it's up to them on how they want to walk with the Lord. All we can do is help in the path by showing them Scripture What they do with it is up to them. Yeah, it'd be really interesting to have Celestium play this and give her perspective. I'd really, that would be really interesting to see. I know one of the things I do want to get Celestium to do is play Fallout New Vegas because that game's got a moral compass system. And I would really like to see how she would approach things. You should play KCD2. What is KCD2? Was it killing? No. KCD2. What is KCD2 again? Playing it on hardcore and I limited myself by not being allowed to sin. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I need to play the first one. I still need to play 1. I feel bad for Grace. She has such a messed up life.
Leon! Leon.
Oh, come on, Leon.
Hey, it's me. It's Grace. Oh, please wake up. Come on. Wake up, wake up.
Hey, you. I was just resting my eyes.
You're okay. Oh, let me help you.
Oh, God.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Actually, if you want, Neo, I do have a YouTube video idea if you would like to talk about it later after
I
stream.
don't know the password.
Well, we can talk about it tomorrow.
It's okay. Soon left to wide open.
DMs.
Any wrong code will do. It'll destroy Opus.
Let's try.
Grace, whatever it takes. I can buy you some time.
What, are we already at the end? Oh,
No,
I could have kept going for another half hour last night? Really?
I trust you. I trust you.
Irish Japanese, interesting.
The prodigal daughter returns.
I know the password.
Fulfill your destiny, and all will be forgiven.
Only if you let Leon live.
Very well.
Hey, Kuma. Okay. Release Elpis.
Please know that you are my hope.
She is my hope. A blind hope.
Okay. This is it.
Confirm. Oh God, here's Creepo here.
What are you doing, Grace?
Spencer regretted what he did.
Well done.
promised.
Temmie Wesker.
That I would let him live. Mr. Kennedy, I give you the honor of experiencing my power firsthand.
I'm not
What?
sure this is what you think it is. There's nothing special about me. I was never any key. Spencer wanted to make amends.
Oh, homie cured himself. It's a cure.
Tell me.
It's a cure. Oh, you idiot! You cured yourself.
My powers.
Oh, you played yourself. Congrats.
It's an antivirus.
Homie played himself. Ah. Homie played himself.
Amazing. I am humbled by my master's genius.
Your research was wrong. Elpis wasn't a weapon. There was never a key.
Spencer's paper was obviously incomplete. There was no connection between Grace and Emily.
Do you know how much time and money I wasted on
Genius! All virus-based weapons are useless. The world order would be thrown into chaos.
We wanted a weapon.
Instead, Spencer gave us anarchy. I will carry his torch and bring his vision to life.
You. You and Spencer were a means to an end.
Yet he outwitted you all.
Spencer defied us and paid the price with his life. He was nothing.
You are nothing but an imitation.
Oh.
Sessions is with you.
Holy Oh, God. Oh, poor Grace.
Your ignorance is staggering.
It's a cure.
Oh, yes! Yes, Leon is back! We are so back!
Let it all come down. All of it.
Wait, he wants to undo the cure?
Here's what happened.
What is going on?
It's gonna go! Grab something!
Grace. Grace!
All right, freak show. It's time to end this.
Spencer's vision lives with me. And I will see that it is brought to fruition.
How many more will have to die for that vision?
You don't have the power to save anyone.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
It seems your skilled sacrifices must be made. A few lives.
Not to me. I swore that I'd always protect those lives.
God, I love his reloads. Come on, Leon, get up!
Seems you're reaching your limit.
Oh, fuck.
I will not let those ideals win. Give it up!
Who is he? Ah, shoot. Oh, thank you for the follow.
Just do it!
That's it?
Good riddance.
That can't be it. Yeah, I knew it. That wasn't the end of it. Oh god, what a freak show this dude is.
Nemesis.
Oh!
You're so damn relentless.
Oh shit. Oh, he had the Nemesis virus in him. Oh. That makes sense. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, lay up. Yes! Get him! Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, Leon. Oh, he's not playing games.
This time, you ain't getting back up.
Oh! That's how it's done.
Grace. Sherry.
Sherry, come in. Sherry.
Shit.
Grace.
Grace, hang on. Grace.
Oh man, if I should have. Oh man, I feel weird now for doing this. Finishing the game today when I should have done it last night. But I didn't know how much time we had left.
We need to get you out of here. Come on. Let's get you up.
There's gotta be a way to get her out of there.
There's no way out, is there?
Oh, there's always a way out. It's Resident Evil. We're not Ethan Winters. We'll make it out of this.
I'm not gonna leave your side. I'm gonna sit right here with you.
Uh-oh.
I guess this is it then.
No, it's not over yet. Wait. Oh, it's Redfield's guys. The Wolf Pack, or whatever the fuck they're called.
Leon S. Kennedy?
Depends who's asking.
Alpha, you read me, sir?
You just said dick earlier than Neo.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kennedy, I have a message from Captain Redfield.
I knew it. Aw, Chris. No, they ain't giving me fucking paperwork. They ain't giving me no damn paperwork.
I'll be damned. Can't believe that antiviral actually worked. Feel better than I have in ages.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad you're okay.
We got a dose with your name on it. We'll be back in action in no time.
Thank you, Leon.
Oh, it'll be
It'd be a
good.
lot smoother if Chris hadn't been so late to the party.
Where is Chris, anyway?
No idea. I'm sure I'll run into him at some point.
What, BSAA are the good guys again? What's going on here? I don't understand.
It's over then.
Yeah. Hope this really was our last hope.
Oh, let's pray Umbrella hasn't left us any more nasty surprises.
I wish we could have saved Emily.
Grace. I didn't hit any of her vitals. She could
What?
still be alive.
What are you saying?
Maybe we can save her.
Oh, that's good. Wait.
The government has confirmed the existence of an actively trading bioweapons lab located here in the ruins of Raccoon City. The origin point for the worldwide spread of bioorganic weapons. This illegal facility appears to have been in operation for decades.
Sources say that the extension of the lockdown and the recent series of mysterious deaths may be related to tragic events in Raccoon City 28 years ago.
Evidence seized in Raccoon City has led the Justice Department to reopen its investigation into Spencer and the long-defunct Umbrella Corporation. Some believe the government deliberately drove Umbrella into bankruptcy.
The late Alyssa Ashcroft is credited with cracking the Oswell Spencer story.
Good, she got justice.
Conspiracy theorists are already claiming that she was killed in a cover-up, and that the organization responsible is secretly controlling our government.
Tonight, in a speech from the Oval Office, the president is expected to reject allegations of any government involvement since the Raccoon...
Oh, well, of course. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Oh, I like the song. Is that why you watch me, Stoner Stan? Oh, I like this song. I think it's the first time they've added a song with lyrics. No, that's a lie. Resident Evil 7. That was a good ending to the Raccoon City saga. Alright, so I'm gonna say this. This, I feel like, was a good conclusion to Leon's arc. Because Leon had a lot of trauma, especially with the remakes. I like what they're trying to do here. They're trying to make Leon more human. So, from 2 and 4, you can tell Leon's got a lot of baggage, a lot of unresolved trauma. CM Punk, yeah, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. But you can tell Leon's definitely got a lot of unresolved trauma from Raccoon City. I mean, he failed to save so many people in 2. But the thing is, he was only 21, he was barely an adult. You know, barely a man. He, you know, had no life experience. Had no experience as a cop, right? No combat experience at all. And he somehow, by sheer will, survived Raccoon City. And he came out a stronger man because of Raccoon City. And then you see Resident Evil 4, where he sees this mission to save Ashley as his second chance to actually save somebody, right? And do some kind of good, right? And it was Leon going from being the sheepish, naive, young rookie cop to becoming a warrior, right? He's going from being this, you know, naive, inexperienced young man into becoming this warrior, right? That he is now. And then, you know, him, like, going face-to-face with Krauser and everything. I like how the relationship in 4, it's more of a master-apprentice kind of relationship, right? Well, yeah, no, he's selling well for the fans after Remake 2, but he's sold well even with Resident Evil 4 and 6. Like, Leon's a very popular character for a good reason. And I like Leon even more so now, especially what they did with some of the rewriting, with the remakes. They made Leon a much more compelling character than he already was. And I like how there's this kind of hero's journey they've been doing with Leon in the remakes, right? With the new rating for Resident Evil. Again, he starts out as inexperienced in 2, right? He's practically a boy still, right? He has this naive look on the world, this naive sense of justice and everything. Resident Evil 2 breaks him down. He becomes a survivor out of that, but has unresolved trauma from 2, right? I feel like going through the events of 2 would fuck anybody up, right? So Leon goes through all that trauma in 2. He comes out on top. He comes out on top at the end of 2. Right? He feels guilt from the lack of just how he couldn't save anybody too, but it was something out of his hands, right? And then 4, Resident Evil 4 was the remake anyway. The premise of the remake for 4 is Leon trying to overcome that trauma again, right? With the Los Illuminados and saving Ashley to try to redeem himself. You know, he was seeing the rescue mission for Ashley as a redemption for the lack of people he saved in 2. And then 9 here is just him trying to, it's him coming to terms with his past and looking forward to the future. Right? So I really like what they're going with this series. Now, a couple nitpicks I will say about the current rating for Resident Evil. Where is Blue Umbrella? We have not seen Blue Umbrella since 7. What's up with them? And then the whole plot with BSAA using BOWs, the European branch of BSAA anyway. What was going on there? And how come we don't get to see Chris dealing with that? What's up with that? And the whole thing with shit. What was the name of Ethan's daughter again? What was the name of Ethan's daughter again? God. Emily? Was it? No. Rose. That's right, Rose. The fact that Rose, you know, she is a BOW. Which, by the way, I found that really interesting in 7 and 8. How Ethan was the first Resident Evil protagonist to be a BOW. I found that really interesting. Especially the plot twist halfway through 8, where it reveals Ethan was a mold creature the whole time. He never really fully was cured. He had his sentience back, like he wasn't able to get mind controlled by Oh god, what the fuck was her name? The Evelyn. Right? But he still wasn't fully human, right? And then Rose inherited that from both her parents, which is crazy. Yeah, Jake, I feel like they're gonna retcon Jake once they eventually remake 6, and I do think they're gonna remake 6. Because... well, Mother Miranda, I still remember Mother Miranda. Oh god, Miranda is... she was a pretty interesting villain for Resident Evil. I got really choked up at the end of 8. Like, 8 was the first time, I feel like, in a Resident Evil game where canonically the lead character does not make it. He does not survive. And that's a shame, because I actually really liked Ethan. I enjoyed Ethan as a protagonist in 8. I skipped 7 because, I don't know, I didn't really like 7 very much. I didn't like I've seen gameplay footage of it. I don't know, the whole... maybe I'll give 7 a chance. I'll have to play 7. 7's the only Resident Evil game I have not played yet. Let's see, what's this post-credits? What do we got going on here?
And Sherry's okay?
Oh, good. Sherry's okay.
Emily, yeah, she's doing great.
Oh, Emily's fine?
I'm actually teaching her how to read.
Grace.
She has her sight back?
Grace. Where's that report?
Sorry. Leon, gotta go. Catch up soon.
Aww. Aww. I'm so glad Emily isn't dead. Oh, what's going on here? What?
Remaining BSAA forces have been neutralized.
Oh no.
Retrieving the objective before they send in the wolves.
So wait. So it's not over yet. Insanity mode. Behind the scenes video, Grace's report. Available in both as special concept, not as concept art. Filling costumes and weapon skins ready. Jacket, Leon jacket, Grace, tactical light, alligator snapper. Challenges completed, Hope and Requiem, rookie agent, rising agent. Okay. Behind the scenes video. Oh, wow.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body.
Oh, wow.
One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating.
They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me.
God, the mocap is really good.
They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude. What the?
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on? Hurry. Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
God, the mocap is really good.
To keep our voices down. This is ridiculous. Come on.
What do I do?
Oh wow, this mocap's really friggin' good. Holy shit. This is really good. I might do something after this, Phalanx.
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
God, that voice is so creepy.
Who are you?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Oh god, that face is so creepy.
Lady.
Help me!
You okay?
I think we've seen enough. What's Grace's report? Oh! It's a whole article we can read. Should I read it, chat? See, this company will always have work thanks to Capcom always hiring them. They do the same for all the SF characters from the recent one. SF. More lore is always fun. You know, I always like lore. Lore is like one of my favorite things. Introduction. In 1998, Raccoon City was devastated by a massive outbreak caused by a viral leak from the pharmaceutical giant Umbrella. The United States government responded by launching a missile strike to wipe out the infected and eradicated a blockade to seal off the city. In 2004, following a court trial, the Umbrella Corporation declared bankruptcy. A complete account of the events was never released. However, in October 2026, it was discovered that the city had been used as a hub for the production and trafficking of bioweapons. This report reveals that the established narrative of the Raccoon City incident was falsified and elucidates newly discovered truths surrounding the incident. 1968. To properly understand the truth, we must first go back to the beginning of it all. In 1968, Oswald E. Spencer, James Marcus, and Edward Ashford founded the Umbrella Corporation. Having witnessed the horrors of the Second World War and the dread of the Cold War, Spencer felt a sense of despair watching the world repeat the same mistakes. He felt it was his duty to bring about a change to humanity. As stated in court records following the Raccoon City incident, his ultimate goal was to bring about the viral evolution of the human race. Thus, he relentlessly pursued virus research through illegal and inhumane means. This fact remains unchanged. 1970s. From the very beginning of Umbrella, the company faced rapid change and intense internal strife. Most notably, the sharp ideological divide between Spencer and Marcus. According to court records, this conflict was cited as the primary factor leading to the unusual developments which followed. In 1978, James Marcus developed the T-virus, which would go on to become the cause of the subsequent outbreak. 1980s. This is a crucial period for understanding the basis of what caused the incident and the truth behind the entire case. Spencer's influence in Ark's establishment. Spencer used internal politics to have Marcus demoted absorbing T-Virus research into a facility under his own control. From then on, Umbrella began to actively search and develop bioweapons under Spencer's leadership. The underground facility known as ARC, which was discovered during a recent events, originally served as the administrative center of Umbrella's research. Several documents outlining Spencer's plan for ARC have been discovered. Excerpt from confiscated records. Oh, wait, oh, this is all shit we've read. Alright. Well, I mean, we pretty much finished Resident Evil Requiem. And right now, there's no extra shit to do. Alright. So we finished Resident Evil Requiem. There's no need to really keep playing the game right now because there's nothing to really do. There's no mercenaries mode, no endgame content, at least not yet. I feel like they're going to do the same thing they did with 4, where we got to wait a bit before they update the game and add in the cut content, which, So we're gonna switch games. We're gonna switch games, chat. So I think what we will do... I'm gonna do this. Give me a moment. Let's... Wonder. It better be free. What better be free? Oh, you talking about for mercenaries for post game? Yeah, I would like that. Honestly. Like I am I'm disappointed that there is no endgame content. No mercenaries mode. No, like, I don't know, like some type of like bonus campaign or something. I feel like for the price, now mind you, I did get this game as a gift. I did not buy this. I did not pay for this game. But I feel like if you were asking players to pay $70 for a game, and I mean, To be fair, it was a lengthy game. That was 10 hours worth of gameplay. Which wasn't bad for 10 hours. Right? I got more than 10 hours out of it. I got, what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... 15. I got 15 hours out of the game. And I would say that was a good 15 hours of gameplay, right? But I would have liked it to have had mercenaries afterwards, you know? Let me change the category of the stream here. But yeah, like, I feel like if you're gonna be charging me, like, if you're gonna charge somebody $70 to $80 for a game, especially if it's like the special collector's edition or whatever, the deluxe edition with all the bonus stuff, I feel like you should have gotten something more than just the campaign, right? Like, you should have added mercenaries in there. You should have added something, you know? I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, chat? To have like like let me ask you all this. What was your impression after this playthrough? Because, like, the game definitely wasn't short. I would say the story... Hey, Mayor, how you doing? We just finished up the game, so we're discussing it right now. By the way, if you like VTubers that do horror content, definitely go check out Mayor. Mayor, did you finish the game? Or are you still playing it? Because I know you recently started the game yourself, but like, you're not worried about spoilers? You sure? I really don't want to spoil the game for you. But we were talking about earlier how I like where the writing is going with the newer games. How the theme of 4 and 9 for Leon, they've been doing this writing to make Leon a little more grounded, a little more human, right? I mean, he was already a human character, but making him more than just this action star with cheesy one-liners, right? Like, you know, like I was saying about 2 was Leon's suffering, you know, his whole worldview being broken down. Like, Raccoon City broke him. Like, it broke Leon. Absolutely broke Leon. And then 4 was him kind of coming to terms with Raccoon City and owning the shit. And him trying to overcome his personal demons and going from being that naive boy in 2, and now he's becoming a man in 4, right? Because, like, I liked how in 4, Leon still had that, like, definitely stronger than he was in 2, right? Definitely matured a bit from 2, but still has a lot to learn. And then by the end of 4, we get the Leon that we see in 6. And the Leon we see in 9. And by the time we get to 9, Leon is this seasoned badass. And I like how the dynamic between Grace and Leon. Grace, yeah, he was a recovering alcoholic, yeah, because, like, combined with the movies, and the movies are canon, the animated ones, Leon had so much freaking PTSD from all the monsters that he has experienced and fought throughout 2, 4, 6. He was just... He was completely broken. He was a broken man. You know, he had PTSD and he didn't know how to deal with it. And then 9 is him facing those inner demons. Chris definitely did give him that self-love. And by the end of oh god, what is the name of that animated movie? The third animated movie with him and Chris? Let me look it up. Resident Evil animated movies. Vendetta. Vendetta, yeah. After Vendetta, he wised up. He definitely wised up. I haven't seen Death Island yet, though. And I haven't seen Infinite Darkness either. Actually, chat, tomorrow, do you want me to put on the animated Resident Evil movies for us to watch? But yeah, like, just they definitely went in depth with Leon. Sounds good to you? Alrighty. Alright, so I am currently installing something for me to play in the background. I think overcoming such big hurdles really gave him that boost to the face the Untold Horrors. Yeah, I hope we get to see Claire again. We haven't seen Claire in a new Resident Evil since Revelations 2. Which is a shame. I like the Revelations series. I wish they would make more of the Revelation games. Because Revelations were really good spin-off games. I didn't like what they did with Revelations 2, where they made the game episodic, and they had to break up the game into, like, parts, and you had to buy them as DLC. I thought that was really dumb. I thought that was really, really, really dumb with what they did with Revelations 2. Revelations 1 wasn't too bad. I didn't think it was that bad. I'll definitely say this. I've joked around and said that Resident Evil 1, or Revelations 1, is just stare at Jill's ass the game. Yeah, I heard we're getting a remake of Code Veronica. I'm really looking forward to that remake of Zero. I would like to see another Resident Evil with Rebecca in it. We haven't had Rebecca in forever. Also, hey Rex, you missed it. We finished the game. If I had kept streaming by like an extra hour last night, I would have finished the game. So I'm kind of in an awkward situation here. Yeah. Actually, Mare, would you like to come on stream and yap a little bit about Resident Evil lore? Ah, it's all right, Rex. You can always watch the VOD. Yeah, all right. I'm in my server. I'll just pop into the waiting room. We're just waiting on Mare. You know what? Let me change. Yapping about Resident Evil. Oh, hey, Mare. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey. Hello. How you doing? How you been?
I'm doing good. How you?
I'm doing all right. I thought I had a little bit more game to go, and then
I feel that.
Yeah, and then I pretty much ended the game, so it was a little awkward for me right now. So I'm like, well, what do? I had nothing planned after this.
It can like hell dive or something like that.
Yeah, I could do that. I don't know. I still feel like I'm in a Resident Evil mood after finishing 9.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, here we go. 4's up. I can just play Mercenaries, I guess, in the background.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is, why is your reactive not coming up? That's weird. Oh, I forgot to. I have to save. That's why. Okay, there we go. Okay. But yeah, ow. So let me ask you this, Mare. What was your first Resident Evil?
So when I was allowed to play it for a little bit, I rented Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and I think that was pretty much it for a while anyways, because the next one to come out was the GameCube one, which was
yeah, the
Evil
GameCube
4.
port. Oh yeah, 4. Yeah, I remember when it was a what's the word? It was a GameCube
like
exclusive originally. The PlayStation port sucked.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No. You go on first.
Oh, because after that, I think I was like in my Final Fantasy kind of like hole. So I was playing other stuff so not the horror. Silent Hill was probably my earliest horror game to come out of Japan. So that's pretty much it. Was Code Veronica on PS1 or was it? Because I know one of them came out.
Code Veronica was PS2, actually.
PS2? Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. There's some interesting facts actually I have about Resident Evil. So the same voice actress for Claire in Code Veronica is the same voice actress for Claire in Resident Evil 2 for the PS1.
Oh.
I don't know if you knew. Here's another interesting thing about So. Oh God, I'm sorry. I've been recovering from being sick, and I've been having this weird cough that I can't get rid of.
Oh no. Tea helps or no?
Tea does help. It's just I've just been so like I lost my voice for a bit there.
Yeah, I heard.
For about 2 weeks. Oh God, that sucked. That sucked so bad.
Yeah. Nah, that's bad.
Yeah, but yeah, and now I've just been getting this weird dry cough. And this happened to me last time. Like, this happened to me what was this, back in November.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's a form of COVID or what.
Oh. Did you wind up getting tested or
no, I haven't even been able to get a primary care doctor yet.
Oh.
I'm waiting for my health belt and my insurance card from work to come in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
So I can what's the word? Sorry, I'm like
Oof. Well, definitely take care of that and get
Yeah.
rest when you can.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna take care of that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you said what was your first Resident Evil you said? It was 3?
I think it was 3 because I think 1 and 2 were a little bit far out for when I had the PlayStation.
Right. Was it the one with Nemesis?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Memories.
God, Nemesis traumatized so many people playing it. Stars.
Yes.
I did not like the remake for 3. It was horrible. They watered it down so much.
Yeah, I could tell. Like, I didn't hate it, but out of all the remakes that they've done so far, it's my bottom tier, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely... It's the worst of the remakes. I was surprised that Remake 2 was good. I was very skeptical. Because I was like, Capcom, please don't mess this up. Because 2 is my favorite out of them all. And I you know what I need to do? Because I did hear that there is a GOG port for the originals.
Oh.
Yeah, so Classic 2, Classic 3. I definitely want to play those on the stream. Because although unknown entity. Any advice about you joining the Marines? See, I was Army, I was not Marine Corps, so if you want questions about the Marine Corps, I would ask Drifter Fox. He is a VTuber that used to be a US Marine, so I would probably ask him. But yeah, Mare, how far are you into 9, if you don't mind me asking?
I just got down to the basement with Grace. And
Oh, at the hospital.
Yeah, so I'm still in Rhodes, it's just underneath it, and I'm currently trying to battle like my anxiety because the whole stalker part freaks me out. I don't know, maybe there's some like deep trauma in there. So right now I'm trying to power up these different areas to try to get the items I need to
Oh
either
yeah,
open.
oh I hate that part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's...
darkness is really hard for me.
Yeah, what, do you have a fear of the dark?
Yeah, I do. I think
I had a very bad fear of the dark growing up. I still do.
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of has some fear of the dark to some extent. But yeah. But yeah, Unknown Entity, if you want my best advice to you, I mean, if you want to go with the core, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what branch you should choose. Marine Corps training is definitely tough. It's tougher than Army training. But I would say my best advice to you is don't get in trouble. Stay out of trouble. Do what your drill instructors tell you to do. Make sure your people in your platoon aren't screwing over the other guys in your platoon. Because if one guy gets in trouble, you all get in trouble, and you don't want that. That's all I can advise. Best advice I can give you. Oh God. Oh no, it's a Garrador. Sorry.
No.
But yeah, so your first was 3. My first one was Resident Evil 4, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I should get that one since it's on Steam. And
Yeah.
it's like... what is it? It's as loyal to the original, or no? It's like another remake.
4 Remake is definitely loyal to the original to a point. They got rid of one of the boss fights. I'm not going to say which one, but it was a very annoying boss fight, and I'm kind of relieved they got rid of it because it felt really weird. And I felt like they just threw something there just to put something there. But yeah, definitely, I would say the remake for 4 is pretty good. The combat is pretty decent. It's the same combat as 9 when you play as Leon. So I would highly, highly recommend it. Recommend it, yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the more recent remake or the
remake of 4?
Remake? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't think 4 really needed a remake, but I will say it was still pretty good. Arguably, I'd say it's an improvement over the original, but I still like the original for its own thing, yeah. But I would definitely say I like the combat in the remake more than the combat in the original. That's just me. Everybody's got different opinions. But I will say, actually, I don't know if I told you, I met the voice actor for Leon for the remakes.
Oh, nice.
And for 9?
Maybe? Probably. A while back.
Oh, you met him? Nick, I forget his name. Nick, I think it's Nick Apollo? Wasn't removed, by the way. Oh, the boss. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't play Separate Ways yet for the remake.
Oh, yeah. I started the DLC, but then I kind of got distracted and started playing other games.
Yeah, I completely forgot about playing Separate Ways.
And not too bad. Never played as, like, well, since 2, playing as Ada. So it was definitely interesting.
That's good. Okay,
More
so
or
if
less the same.
so Inference said that the boss fight I was talking about that was removed. Apparently, they just moved it over to Ada's side of the story.
Oh, yeah, I haven't encountered it yet then, but that's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Getting them zombies. Zombies.
So let me ask you this. So 3 was your first. So what would you say is your favorite then?
My favorite?
So far, yeah.
Because I eventually, when I started PC gaming, I did play 0. Which
0 is
I
good.
do like. Yeah, I didn't realize that it got hate, like, back in the day. I was surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, because it's actually a solid game.
I freaking love Rebecca. Like, I don't know.
I love
like,
her as a protagonist, honestly. She was really cute.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, I had kind of a crush on Rebecca back in the day.
Yeah, I was like, Wester, get away from her.
Oh,
Don't need-
God, Wesker's an asshole.
He's such an ass. I hate him.
I love how... Oh, God. Yep.
Oh, no, you first.
I like him as a villain. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun to play if you ever played Umbrella Chronicles. Oh, Mr. Big Chief. Thank you for the follow.
I don't think... I never got to... That's kind of my regret, right?
Umbrella
'cause
Chronicles is so much fun.
I never got to experience that, and it makes me sad.
I mean,
Because
if
a lot
you...
of callbacks come from that and other stuff.
It's... Alright, so Umbrella Chronicles is pretty good if you got a Wii. If you have a Wii or a Wii U, it's not a bad... It's really not bad. It's, it plays a lot like House of the Dead, just Resident Evil. And
Yeah,
they literally...
I heard.
Yeah, they recap Resident Evil 0, 1, and 3 as a rail shooter. Yeah, and you can play a co-op, actually. If you have a friend and you want to do some couch co-op, you can. I remember my little sister actually enjoyed playing it with me back in the day. Because she was too scared to play the original game. She was like 12 at the time, so I was like, well, we can experience the games this way.
Yes, yes.
So we did that. But then she got too scared. Which is fair.
Yeah, it is fair.
Yeah, I remember... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just... Sorry. I kind of started playing those games around her age, so I was like, yeah, I concur.
Yeah, I started playing the game. Like I got Resident Evil 4 when I was 12. I love that game so much. I remember that year I actually was Leon for Halloween, because I had a jacket similar to Leon's jacket.
Oh,
Yeah, and I got a little bit of fake blood. I like made it look like I had a head wound from like the zombies. But I had like the fingerless gloves on. I had like a silver cap gun that I went around with. That kind of looked like Leon's handgun. I duct tape a flashlight underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun though. I remember the one guy in the neighborhood I was in, he noticed who I was dressed as, and he gave me extra candy. Yeah. But, God, I remember... I think the most recent Resident Evil cosplay I actually did, where I put a lot of effort into it, I was actually... so my one of my previous jobs, you were allowed to wear a costume to work for Halloween. And what I did, I went and got a lab coat and some scrubs, and I actually ironed on some umbrella patches to the lab coat. and I got a fake, like, security clearance badge that said, Umbrella Bioweapons Division, and I cosplayed as William Birkin.
Oh.
I even had a little purple vial of the G-Virus in my pocket.
Oh gosh, that would have been so cool.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to the lab coat, though. After that Halloween, I couldn't find the lab coat or the scrubs. I don't know what the hell happened.
Loads of money.
Oh, God. Hello, it's Ghost, by the way. Thank you for the 1 bit.
Hello.
Yeah. Resident Evil, I just had, like, ever since 4, I had, like, this obsession with the franchise.
Loads of money.
Yeah.
When do I stream on Gmail? What do you mean stream on Gmail? You don't stream on Gmail's not a streaming platform.
What?
Huh?
Oh no. It is called the YouTube.
You alright, man?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I was saying it's called the YouTube.
Yes. And I do stream on YouTube as well.
Loads of money.
Thank you for the bit. I swear I just saw someone streaming on there. What, on Gmail?
Interesting.
Ooh la la. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Huh, on Gmail. That's strange. I don't think I would stream on Gmail.
I'll have to check it out.
That's crazy, actually. Okay, alright, so I want to ask you this, Mare. Is it weird that the stage in Resident Evil 4, remember the part where they have the catapults at the castle?
Yes.
I can't help but have that song, Holding Out for a Hero from Shrek 2, playing in my head. It reminds me of that scene. Where Shrek storms the castle with the giant gingerbread man.
Yes, I can see it. Ooh, I wonder if they have Parasite Eve.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? So you said your favorite was Zero?
Wait. Well, from like the old school ones, Zero. But
like the old top-down style or fixed camera angle. I meant.
I think I enjoyed the story mostly. Yeah, the story in Zero is what, and obviously Rebecca was really what got me hooked.
Oh yeah, Rebecca's a great character.
But like from the remakes, I think 2. Well, it's a tie between 2 and 4. I think I like 2 more because having grown up in that like umbrella, and when we steer away from the umbrella thing and go into like these like factions that either started through Umbrella or helped Umbrella be Umbrella, that's where it doesn't lose me, but it just, I gravitate more toward the whole Umbrella because I've always been fascinated with Umbrella as a company.
Same. I always felt Umbrella was a more interesting villain. The whole evil corporation hell-bent on, like, human experimentation and all that stuff compared to, like, cults, which was, like, their thing for a bit there. Like, they did the cult thing in 4, and then they did the whole thing where, like, Wesker had, like, Temu Umbrella. With Tricell in 5. I didn't like that as much, like the whole, because it was the whole, like, the war on terrorism thing was still fresh in everyone's heads. And they were kind of treating it more like that. and it didn't have the same charm. I was happy that 9 kind of reintroduces Umbrella as a villain.
Yes.
I mean, well, technically, it's not really Umbrella. It's it's whoever has all the infrastructure left over. But it's still, in my opinion, it's still Umbrella, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I was glad to see a lot of the classic monsters come back, like the Tyrant. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean you didn't get that far. I'm sorry. But
it's
like,
okay. I kind of had an idea.
Going back to Raccoon City, it was like, it felt like a really macabre homecoming, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would have been disappointed if they didn't bring back some of the baddies, because it is, like, I feel like 3 was okay. It was a good start technical-wise, like, they improved the graphics and everything, and truly feels like a remake. Unfortunately, the story was kind of, like, butchered.
Oh, it was very butchered.
But then with 2, they're like, alright, we can't fuck this up. This is like one of the most endearing chapters in the Resident Evil series. Not to mention 2 of the favorite, I would say, well, I would argue that Leon's more of a fan favorite than Claire is.
Oh, I still like Claire.
Oh, I like Claire too, but like I feel like whenever they talk about 2, it's like, oh, Claire! But it's like, oh my god, Leon! And like Leon gets the spotlight.
Well, like it's funny too, because like men and women like Leon for 2 different reasons. It feels like. You know, I was joking around because like, you know how like everybody's been debating over fan service and stuff like that.
Yes.
Which is, I feel like it's just a silly thing to debate over, right? But I joked around on Twitter, I don't know if you ever saw that tweet, I said, men get Lara Croft, women get Leon, I'd say that's a fair trade.
Oh yeah, that's right, I did see that, I did.
It was funny.
I love them both, don't get me wrong, but I've noticed that, like, it was always, like, Leon's a bit, like, higher than Claire is, and then we go to Chris, which Chris is kind of like, you either hate Chris or find him like, oh my god, he's like, so I don't like how he is, like, just because of his personality, I guess. I'm like, well,
it's also the weird boulder punching thing that they did with him too.
Oh yeah, they kind of made him a meme at that point. Meme legend.
They really did. Like, I mean, they even reference it in 8 when, like, Heisenberg calls him a boulder-punching asshole.
Yes. Yes. That was great. That was great. They knew what they were doing. They're like, well, this game is not gonna do as...
Well, they were like... Capcom at that point was just laughing at themselves. And I like how Capcom, they have a sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Capcom is definitely... Oh, go ahead.
No, you first, because mine is
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I was about to say, like, statistic-wise, 5 was not as well received as its previous entries, I think. So
yeah,
it was like...
5 was a huge departure, but the thing is, 5 was the highest-selling Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was an entry for PS3, I believe. It was like one of the first games. And people were like, really wanting a Resident Evil game.
Yeah. And a lot of Xbox players also got access to, I think 5 was multi-platform. I know 4 wasn't for the longest time, and it, you know... Mm-hmm. I still will say that the PS2 port for 4 was awful. The audio was terrible. It sounded like it was being recorded through a Nokia phone.
Oh gosh.
Like, it was that bad.
I'm glad I didn't play.
Oh, it was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen, if I had to pick between this if I had to pick between the remake for 4 and the PS2 port, I would pick this over the PS2 port any day.
Yeah.
It was just so bad. It was an insult to just the work that everybody put in for the GameCube port. Because, like, my God. I was really mad that Separate Ways was available on the inferior, you know, PlayStation port, but not on the GameCube port, which was the superior port. As I remember at the time, the creator of Resident Evil really... Because, like, he wanted it to be on Xbox originally, right? And he actually said to his staff, he said, if I have to make another PlayStation port for Resident Evil, I will cut my head off with a chainsaw.
Oh my god.
He actually said that, by the way. And the thing is, too, at the time, he was such a douchebag when he went to the meeting with the Microsoft execs, and he was so, like, rude and disrespectful that, like, no one at Microsoft wanted to work with him. So he had no other choice but to go to to Nintendo for Resident Evil 4.
No.
Because he didn't want to work with Sony. Apparently he had a bad relationship with Sony at the time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what for. I don't know the exact context.
Yeah. I always thought is because it was, well, at least that was the case for some of the games that were original, like, say, they were on some, like, for example, Monster Hunter, right? Another Capcom game. However, like, I believe it was for Monster Hunter 3, which they had to put off several times because they couldn't figure out, like, I guess, where they wanted the game to release. So it's like PlayStation 3, and then you have, obviously, Xbox and, what's the other? And, Nintendo. But, Microsoft, like, it was kind of like I guess it was a hit or miss, and they weren't right there with Microsoft, so I guess they wanted to stick with a Japanese company, so... But the problem with the PlayStation 3 is that a lot of these games, they were very expensive to produce. And Monster Hunter in the West, it was a bit of a gamble because it's like, yes, there is a community and a strong fan base, but it's mostly in Japan. And like Europe and the States, it's like we weren't consuming that much Monster Hunter because the first one didn't really do great sale-wise on the 2. So I believe it was what was it? So for 3 they went with Wii. Oh no, they went with the Wii because it was a lot more cost effective versus, which I don't know what Sony was thinking with the PlayStation. It's like, let's make these discs that look exactly like DVDs, but let's make them like super dumb expensive to make. I don't know. So it
the
was
Blu-ray
like,
discs.
Yeah, they kind of jump ship, like, Capcom's like, oh, wait, no, we're out. Monster Hunter is out. So, yeah, I wonder if that was what was happening with 4-2, besides the whole, the dance being a jerk.
Well, I remember, PlayStation 3 was difficult to develop for. And that caused a lot of multi-platform games to have delays for their releases. I remember during that console generation. Because they wanted to have the PS3 port. And I remember at the time, too, a lot of PS3 ports were inferior. Because of just how much of a freaking hassle it was to get a third-party game to work on PlayStation 3 hardware. And not only that,
Yeah.
PlayStation 3 was ridiculously expensive at the time.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. It was one of those not so friendly, so I don't know what they were thinking. And for PlayStation 4, I think they kinda learned their lesson a little bit, and I definitely saw a lot more enthused for 4. That's why people go like PlayStation 2 and then skip 3 and go straight to 4 as like their favorite Sony consoles. Like
4 was definitely the PS4. I enjoy the PS4, right?
mm-hmm.
But man, I actually I did enjoy the Xbox Series S while I had it for a bit there.
Yeah.
Especially as a streamer who couldn't afford a high-end gaming PC. I mainly used my beginner PC, right, as a just for streaming, right? Because I couldn't run most games. I don't know if you remember that. But
yeah.
I used the Series S for the majority of the games I played on stream, and I just used a capture card. So I'll say Xbox was definitely good to me for a good bit there. I was actually happy when I got my Series S because, you know, Xbox did pretty good for a while there, right?
Oh yeah, I had
And
360.
But then recently, they just been dropping the ball with the price upscales and raising the prices for what was it for freaking
the subscription
Game Pass
thing?
and Game Pass was great. Game Pass, I think, was the smartest move they did business wise because, like, I remember going from PlayStation and switching over to going over from PlayStation and switching over to Xbox, it felt like I was leaving an abusive relationship. The way I put it to a lot of people. Like, my sister was like, well, how do you like your Xbox? I said, it feels like I got an abusive relationship with Sony.
Yeah.
Because, like, here was the thing. Not only when I got the new Xbox, not only did I get, you know, the Xbox, right? But setting up my new Xbox account, my first Xbox account, right? They gave me Game Pass for the first 3 months. They also gave me Spotify Premium. And then they gave me Prime Video.
Ooh.
As well.
Yeah,
And I was
that's
like,
really good.
wow. So I was happy. And I'm like, wait, and Game Pass has Xbox Live Gold included? Really? That made me really happy. Like that was, and I was like, oh, now I see why Xbox is doing so well, because I didn't want to get a PS5.
Oh yeah, no.
The PS5 was, it's weird, right? So the last console generation at that time, what was it? PS3 was horrible, right? I would say it was the worst out of the consoles of that generation next to the Wii. Like, here's my problem. The Wii was a disappointment. It had potential, and just Nintendo really didn't do much with it. And while I get Nintendo was trying something new with the Wii, it felt like Nintendo was trying too hard to be different, to the point where they really limited themselves in terms of like opportunities for like new customers and things of that, right? Because like half the time the motion controls for the Wii never really worked unless it felt like it. But
yeah.
Sorry, we're getting way off topic. But
no, you're okay.
but no, like
It was, my take on it is that with the Wii, it was a popular console, but it wasn't aimed at like the OG fan base.
It was like they were trying to get a new fan base, pretty much.
Yes, I feel like they really wanted to be the all family, all ages can play this, even if you've never touched a game controller or a keyboard and mouse, like played a video game in your life, you can enjoy this with your loved ones, you know, on the like say with your grandkids or with your kids. You know, I'm not tech savvy, but I can wave around this thing that looks like a TV controller or TV remote.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what they were more aiming for. So it is. I don't think it was a failure on Nintendo's part. I think they did what they were going to do, what they were aiming for. And for a while, it was one of those consoles like, hey, it's not a scary game console, or it's not Call of Duty. Let's go. Like, I can play Mario again and all that, and save the princess. But, like, I think it was, they limited themselves, so.
They really did. And the funny thing is, too, like, a lot of grandparents, a lot of elderly people still play the Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, like, what's funny as well, there are actually a lot of elderly people getting into gaming now. Like, I don't know, have you seen the clips of that one streamer, the grandpa that was a Vietnam sniper?
I have seen clips of it, yes.
Yeah, oh my god, he's crazy good at Battlefield. But like, I enjoy those clip compilations, Sam. But like, it was so funny because like, what was it? One kid in the comment section said, "This guy doesn't have PTSD; he has nostalgia."
I know, I saw that.
Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
It is hilarious, but no, but yeah, like the problem with PlayStation, so with the PS4, they definitely learned a lot of their mistakes that they made during you know, the PS3 era, where the console was not only affordable, they made it easier for devs to work with. And not only that, right? There was some improvements with the PlayStation Network.
Yeah, and it wasn't as bulky too.
Yeah, it wasn't as wonky as 3, but
I will. Oh, I will say on the tech wise though, since we're at the talking about versus, I feel though the PlayStation 4 still needed a little bit of improvement, because it's like with late and what is it like? You know how the console comes out and it's in its prime, but then eventually, right, the tech it caps itself. So newer games still for that console, but the tech is like, I remember playing, I think, Monster Hunter World, and the thing sounded like a fucking Boeing engine taking off.
Yeah.
So it's like, is my PlayStation gonna blow up on me like this? What? I'm scared.
That was the other problem with PlayStations. Here's what I don't like about PlayStations. They don't last very long. Like, I remember... And it was like clockwork. So I remember my first PS3, the laser burned out.
Yeah.
The laser burned out and it couldn't read discs anymore. And this was after 2 years of owning it. And then my PS4, I remember my PS4, it went and just the power supply blew out.
Oof. Yeah.
So, like, after 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And after buying a second PS4, right? And I remember after, I got the chainsaw guy, where is he? Nah, but like, after the PS4, and then, like, the PS5 came out, and then, you know, there was, like, the scarcity of the 5, and how, like, insanely expensive it was. I was just like, yeah, no, never again. So I said, screw that. I'm not playing this game anymore, both figuratively and literally.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went over and got the Xbox. But yeah, big yike to answer your question. Resident Evil 9 is good. I don't want to spoil the game, but I will say this, highly recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
My issue with it, though, I would say the gray sections are a little annoying.
Yeah.
But I get what they're trying to do with it. I don't think Grace is a bad character, though. Her actress did a really good job, though.
Yeah.
Her performance was very good.
Very relatable.
Especially the flashback with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good. I said during the first part, my first stream, it was on Saturday at the beginning of the game, playing it, that oh god.
Yes.
If she got into horror movies, she could have potential of being the next Scream Queen. If she really wanted to. You know, like, I could totally see her being like a Cindy Prescott or a Laurie Strode type character.
Mm-hmm.
For a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
On YouTube, Big Yike 6200, the infected behavior scripted. I thought that added so much. I don't remember that being a thing in the old games, but it's probably due to, like, you know, they had so much to work with, there's so little room to work with, like the coding wasn't exactly there, but I feel like it really, they did a good job with that and adding that kind of like characterization to the infected, because we're all kind of just used to like the infected to just be like, you know, like your typical prototype zombie, like more zombie, whatever. It's almost like The Walking Dead, where they kind of still have, well, some have like
some
a little
humanity left.
Yes.
Not a lot, but it's there.
And that makes it more heartbreaking, I think. It's like, oh my god, that used
they're
to be
driven by their memory. Like that's someone that was like someone's coworker, someone's friend, you know, someone's son or daughter, someone's mom. You know, that person had loved ones, and it makes you really want to get back at that Victor guy.
No, they're throughout. They're through, and it's not just limited to cutscenes. It's definitely like, if you linger enough in the hallways and you have enough infected, you can kind of see them kind of act like they're like, as if like their last memory basically just on loop over and over, except they're getting worse and worse.
Yeah, like the cook.
Oh god.
Yeah, where he's like, oh yeah, the cook is annoying. I may have said some very uncharitable things about him. I may have called him some very uncharitable things. See, I notice with horror games, my thing is when I get scared, I start swearing profusely and I start insulting the thing that's scaring me. And it's how I deal with the fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, what would you say, what do you think in Resident Evil do you think is like the scariest monster in the franchise that you've dealt with?
Oh, that's tough.
For me, it's that damn baby from 8.
See, I haven't. I started Village, but I think I stopped it for a little bit because I got frustrated.
That's fair. Village can get frustrating.
But I have seen the baby, so I'm already caught up with spoilers and all that. I'm the type of person that even if I don't play a game, and I happen to have it because I want to play it, to me, I will just I want the whole lore, like all the games put together, and someone's breaking everything down for me because I get to hear. It's like a long ass movie being narrated, and I think that's pretty cool. But the baby is, I haven't experienced a baby yet, so
the baby.
I'm doing. Yeah.
The baby, alright, I remember it was my second year of being a VTuber when the game came out and I played it on stream. I actually had an anxiety attack on stream from dealing with the baby. And it was so bad, I had serious heart palpitations.
Oh, no.
And chat was even like, chat was moving so fast. They're like, are you alright? Are you okay? Like, Shiroi especially. And she's like, are you alright? Like, people thought I had a heart attack.
Oh, God. But I understand that, though. Because that's like... I knew it was coming, right? It's a Resident Evil game. There's gotta be a part where you're kind of helpless and you have the big monster that they like to put on there in their trailers and all that to get everyone hyped up, like, oh my god, we get to take down this baddie, or oh no, this is gonna be the one unstoppable force. But I knew that the girl was going to, I knew she was coming. I knew they were going to throw her right in the beginning, and with the worst character you could start out with, which is Grace, because she is a nervous wreck. So we're both nervous wrecks right now, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna see this thing, and it's in the dark, and I'm gonna freak out. And
oh yeah, the big ugly monster, yeah.
I did have panic attacks, not gonna lie, which is why I'm struggling with the part that I'm in, which is the basement. I'm like, oh my god, I can't. But yes, I concur that fear.
Yeah, it's the worst kind of fear you can feel.
Yeah, I think I will say the girl right now is like, it used to be Nemesis, but like Nemesis stops being scary and becomes frustrating and annoying, I think, to me, as you keep playing the remake. It's like, just stop. Like at first I would fear him, but then it's like, you know what, I hate
after a while you just get annoyed with him. You're not really scared of him anymore. It's the same thing with the hunchback creature, right? I know there's a name for the creature in 9, but like I stopped being afraid of her to the point where I got annoyed with her. I started calling her a whole I called her a whole bunch of things.
That's the one I'm talking about. Her
hunchback.
name is the girl. Yeah.
It's just the girl.
Yeah.
Her name. It's literally just the girl.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, that's the name that was given, technically.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like the Shadow Ghost or something like that.
Oh yeah, because of the book. I thought
Yeah.
so too. Maybe. But the notes that I've come across, they highlight the girl, and that's what they do. That's what I guess they refer for us. The Hunchback monster, I would just call her Shadow, honestly. She's a pain. But
She is.
before her, it used to be Mr. X, because
Oh, Mr. X was creepy.
I was genuinely dreading the helicopter point and tube. I knew I had to get through it. But, oh my god, was I freaking afraid. Because I never know where he was gonna pop up from.
And he was very intelligent. That was the creepy thing about him. Because you hear thump, 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 thump. And you're like, oh, shit. And then you try to get away from him, and he would be, like, really smart.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is, too, what really disturbed me, I remember one playthrough, and I'm on the second floor balcony of the police station, and you just see him. You just see him walking to the other side of the police station. Like, actively looking for you. He's like, well, I couldn't find him on this side of the police station. I'm gonna look out for him at the other side.
Yeah.
Why did Leon give Grace a star killer? What do you mean a star killer?
Do you mean the big gun?
Talking about Requiem?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh god, I remember there was somebody made an animation that was making fun of the trailer before the game came out. And Leon gives Grace the revolver, and he purposely takes out like 4 of the 5 rounds and goes, "Don't shoot them all in one place, Grace."
Oh gosh.
Oh god, Chainsaw Man. Oh, this dude always freaked me out too.
Oh yeah. When I played 4, he was like, oh, okay. Oh wait, no, is he? No, he is 4, right? There was a Chainsaw Man in 5, I think.
Yes, there was. He wasn't as menacing as Dr. Salvador, but he was still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Dr. Salvador is the name of the chainsaw guy.
Oh, it is. Okay. Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. Oh god, here he is. This is the roided up one for the Mercenaries game mode. Where he's got 2 chainsaws chained together.
Oh god.
So I'm playing the Mercenaries as we're talking. So Chad has something to look at.
I've been watching, yeah.
I wish there was co-op for this. Like in 5. Yeah. That's one I want to see remake of is 5. Now I heard the rumor, my friend Temp can send, you would actually like Temp. He's a gaming drama VTuber. He does gaming news and gaming drama. And he was telling me that apparently what Capcom's roadmap, what their plan is, they're going to do the remake of Code Veronica first to establish Chris's beef with Wesker to build up for the remake of 5.
That is very smart to do, to be honest.
Yeah. Also, I would like to see Claire's remake actress get some more work.
Yeah.
Because I liked her. I thought she did a good she did a good job. I mean, you know, I do miss Allison Court, the original Claire Redfield, right? And I wish, you know, they got her and the OG Leon, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, or the Leon actor from 4. Unfortunately, the original Leon from the PS2 Resident Evil 2, he died of cancer. Sadly. But a lot of people wanted to see Leon from the original Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 9 to come back. But because he was voice acting for Overwatch, he has a exclusivity deal with Blizzard, so he couldn't come back to reprise his role as Leon.
Yeah.
Sadly. But I think the remake actors, I think they did a good job, honestly.
They did.
And I feel like I know at first everybody was very skeptical of them. But I think they did fairly well. And even like Alison Court, you know, the original Claire Redfield, she's like, listen, don't go and harass the new actors. You know, it's not their fault. It's, you know, Capcom made a deal with this company. They have an exclusivity contract. You know, they want people that can do both the voice acting and the mocap. So she was a pretty good sport about that. And honestly, yeah. I seriously think the remake actors, like I said, they did a good job. I've met the current actor for Leon. He's a really decent guy. He was very approachable, very friendly. I have his autograph.
Oh, I will say though, I think the person that they based the Leon from the remakes.
Oh yeah, the face model.
The model, I feel so bad for him. Oh gosh.
What's going on with him?
He did get a bit of he got harassed basically because I guess when the remakes came out, everyone just became so obsessed with Leon that when it was leaked, or they kind of like they were giving him the credit that, you know, he's the actual inspiration behind the Leon model, and he's a real model, and like he's a model in real life. I think he's from Czech Republic. I think it's somewhere in Europe. And,
he's Eastern Europeans.
Yeah, he was like getting harassed. His family was getting harassed. His brother's also a model, and has nothing to do with the games or anything. Or he has never been approached to be a face model. But because his brother had privated all his social media and whatnot, because he kept getting these thirsty comments. Like,
oh God.
Right after the game, and as the fan base grew, right, you know, and people loved the 4 remake, he was getting, like, basically people just sliding into DMs and just...
trying to, like, hit on him and everything.
He's like, please
That's
stop.
a shame.
I don't even play the video games. I'm just a model.
Oh, that poor man. See, this is... oh, my God.
That's the downside of that. He was very upset. And his family was getting doxxed because of that. And they have nothing to do with the entertainment or fashion industry. And it's like, please don't. No, this is bad.
Oh, come on. Leave the poor man alone. Like, what the fuck? It's like, do you remember that one model? He went to I guess it was some book talk convention. And the poor man was sexually assaulted.
Oh, God.
Yes. Several women ganged up on him and pinned him down.
That's not okay at all.
No, that is not okay. You do not do that. Chad, if I ever hear you guys doing any of that, you're out of here. Don't ever do that.
We have to remember that these are, yes, it's a great franchise. Yes, it's a good product, right? It's a great source of entertainment. Maybe this is their comfort thing, but at the end of the day, these are real people, and they are on the clock, and they're working, and they have the right to their privacy and whatnot, you know? Like, it's like getting harassed for doing your job. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's just like, you should not be doing that. I'm sorry. You can't be harassing people like that.
Oh, the old man with the dynamite. I hated that guy. Ugh,
Oh,
I
they're
hated
annoying.
them! It's so annoying. It's always when you least expect them. It's like, oh my god, stop.
Yeah, it's... it's just... The dynamite guys are annoying, the chainsaw guys are annoying too.
Oh yeah, they are. I think like playing it again, like offline, as like became like ha, and I just I trolled them a little bit. They don't scare me as much anymore.
Yeah, it's just that that's a shame though with the model.
Despite RE8 taking place in an isolated rural Romania, the village speak perfect English. I know, right?
Yeah, that is weird, ain't it?
That threw me off a little bit from the immersion. Just not gonna lie, it threw me off a little bit. I still think it's an amazing game. I enjoyed
Village
the
is
Ethan
good.
back-to-back saga, but like I felt like that was a bit off. And it kind of would kick me out of the immersion. I'm like,
Yeah.
Because at least with For You, I could hear actual, like, Spanish being yelled at you. I'm like, okay, I know what that means.
You know what's funny?
I don't care.
What Dax pointed out to me, he said that in the original version of 4, they were speaking Mexican Spanish. Not proper European Spanish.
It's probably the resources they had. Maybe they thought it was all the same dialect, but Spanish is very... To me, it sounds... I've heard it because I've had teachers from Spain. It's very regal. A little bit... Well, obviously, you know, it's a bit more... You have your formal, and then you have your informal way of speaking. Right, with any language. But to me, as someone who is also a native Spanish-speaking person, I want to say compared to like the Western, like we're more bastardized. We're very laid back. For them, it's very
proper, very like polite sounding.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
What's interesting too, like it's like the same thing when it comes to like Japanese, right? Like a lot of the Japanese you hear in anime is actually not proper Japanese. It's very like informal.
Yes.
It's like it's considered very rude Japanese.
Yeah, because no one really speaks like that, you know? No one is like having this overreaction to something so very mundane and like common. That doesn't happen. Probably the phrasing of things has to be dumbed down because again, this is like made like in bulk. So you want to pump out those episodes, and you understand as someone who's like making a show that people are probably distracted by a million things. And if they don't find your show interesting because it's hard to follow or hard to pick up from where you know, your thoughts drifted away for like 1 or 2 seconds, people are not gonna keep watching the same show because, oh, this show's, I don't get the show, and move on to something else. So I would imagine, yeah.
They gotta do something to get your attention.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'll say this, I will definitely say the Japanese are very good at entertainment. Like, very bombastic, very over the top. They don't take themselves too seriously. It's, you know, for a society that's known to be, like, crazy hard workers, they're definitely very good at, like, entertainment value.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like Hollywood and just a lot of Western entertainment in general has kind of gone downhill in terms of like creativity. It's all samey.
Yes.
It's all samey. It's like, you know, they don't want to do anything new. It's all nostalgia bait.
That's because... Oh, sorry, go on.
I say this as I enjoy, like, the remakes they've been doing of Resident Evil.
I feel like the problem with, like, content, like, entertainment-wise as is, studios are, like, at a point where it's like, alright, we got two kinds of, like, viewer or, like, consumer. Either they're gonna want that same nostalgic hit, same formula, same everything as they experienced it once before, and they liked it, or they're gonna get bored of it and we need to try something new, something out of the box. And most of the time, they're gonna have, they kind of like, they settle with like what works and what's gonna sell for sure. Maybe not the big bucks, but at least it's like a constant flow of income for that like product.
Right.
Taking a risk, like nowadays with the economy, is very risky, and studios don't like that because a lot of things will have to go to the wayside because the first introduction to whatever they were trying to sell did not do well, and they're like, well, now all these other resources I would put into possibly an entire universe is now gone to waste, and we gotta scrap everything. So it unfortunately that's what I feel what's going on.
Yeah, my issue, right, that I have with, like, definitely, like, a lack of originality, right?
Yeah,
but also, I don't know, I feel like a lot of things are getting very politically charged, too. Like, I stopped watching The Boys. Because, especially this last season, you could tell they were... It's like, I don't want to be reminded of the stuff that's going on, right?
It was rough.
Like, I get it, The Boys is meant to be like a quote-unquote commentary on stuff. Like, you know, how corporations take advantage of people and things of that nature, right? But I also... I feel like that show, it's very mean-spirited. And I'm getting really tired of that mean-spirited kind of like, oh, well, we gotta remind you that the world sucks. All the time. And it's like, I want my entertainment to be escapism, not a reminder. Like, you know, like, I follow the news here. Like, I like to stay informed, but at the same time, I'm not trying to dwell on it constantly and, like, make my doom and gloom mindset the main thing about my personality. And I feel like that's the problem with a lot of people now. And people don't know when to turn it off.
Yeah.
I don't know if I sound like a dick for saying that, but...
I mean, no, everyone has their, you know, like, take on stuff, but it has been backed with facts like that. Almost anything that was an IP that used to be a means of escape from the real world, even for like a couple hours, is now like, oh, let's do like reality issues and put it in this completely fictitious world, which
where
the
it's got
rules
nothing to
don't
do.
apply.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Star Wars became very negative, like the sequel trilogy. I didn't like the sequel trilogy because it was very, like, doom and gloom. They took the happy ending away from a lot of beloved classic characters and then just killed them off in the most traumatic ways. Yeah. Like, a lot of kids, actually. There's a lot of damage that Force Awakens did to a lot of kids. Seeing Han Solo getting, like, killed, and he dies in the most depressing way.
Yes.
You know, he falls down a bottomless pit. a way that most villains die.
They wanted a martyr versus actually like doing right by an icon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like they just wanted that martyrdom, so that way the new characters, which are completely new blood, you know, into this decades old series, you know, they have like a kind of like a launch pad, a trampoline into like center stage, but it did more harm, because then these new characters, they either did nothing with them, their stories made no sense, it was all shoehorned in, there was no like actual like chemistry. Like when I say chemistry, like they're the characters, right? This is like just the characters, like where it makes sense, like they can vibe off of each other in a scene, and it's like, oh, it makes sense, I get it, they're becoming friends, or oh hey, they kind of have this rivalry, or you know, they're working well together in a dangerous situation to overcome this obstacle, you know, that sort of thing. Like it just felt very shoehorned in, like it was very shallow, and it sickens me to my stomach that my beloved Han Solo gets just written off like he's like I don't know why he was even in there to begin with. Like I feel like the studio needed the actual faces that put butts in seats, like in the 70s and 80s. Like they needed them to kind of affirm or confirm these new characters, which are essentially kind of like a copy-paste, but let's change a few details to make it more modern, and also to possibly go different way with this like age-old story of, you know, a galactic war, and you know, a coalition of like nations and whatnot, you know, rising up against a bad guy. You know, like I feel like they did wrong by the old blood in order to make this whatever it is,
to make room for these new characters, and the problem is they did it in the most lazy way. So it's not the rebels anymore, it's the resistance. It's not the Empire, it's the First Order, which was a dumb name, by the way.
Also, it made no sense. Like, Kylo Ren is finishing his grandfather's, like, legacy. What do you mean?
He turned to the dark side, and then he came back from it.
But it's like, at the end of the Return of the Jedi, we see a redemption arc for Darth Vader. It was over. He was done with being, you know, a Sith. I mean, yes, granted, Kylo Ren would have had no idea who his grandfather was, right? Like, just, but like, you would think that Luke and freaking like Leia, I don't know about Han, but like maybe they would have like informed him, like you know, their Leia's sorry, spoilers, her kid, that, you know,
I don't think it's worth spoiling at this point.
Your grandpa was a bad guy, so ignore all that. But however, he did come to the light side, and he did help us out in the end. And you know, we want to remember him by what he did. You know, like at the end, yes, he did a lot of bad stuff, but you know,
it's just really bad writing.
It's just very lazy. I feel like, and it's like you could have given him another reason to turn him to the dark side. Instead, you give him to finish what my grandfather finished. Like, I'm sorry, is every Skywalker kid just being given away to random planets to be raised by themselves and have no knowledge of their history, of their like parental lineage or whatever? Like, he's misinformed.
Yeah, well, the other thing was, the reason why Kylo Ren went bad is, Luke had a bad dream that Ben was going to be evil. And it's like, what? First off, why is his name Ben? Because in the books, in the original expanded universe, which they retconned, by the way, and say it never happened, even though Lucas said they were canon, they literally... Luke has... He names his son after Ben Kenobi, Ben Skywalker. And then Leia and Han, they have a son named Anakin Solo. And they also have a daughter named Jaina Solo. And they were all great characters. Like, I don't understand why Disney didn't go with those characters.
Yeah, it made no sense.
And they were
If
better
they had the
characters.
rights.
What's funny is they made an action figure of Jaina Solo, and she sold more than the Rey figures. If you go to Ollie's, there are piles upon piles of sequel trilogy characters nobody wants to buy. And Disney likes to say, oh, well, you know, the original Star Wars fans are sexist. They don't want a female Jedi lead. Ahsoka's very popular among old fans. Jaina Solo's popular among old fans. Luke's original wife that was in the books, Mara Jade, she was super popular among fans. And you're telling us we don't want a female? No, that's a lie.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry, that's cop-out. Like, I honestly thought it's because maybe Lucas did the smart thing and not give all of the IP, but I think he did.
He did.
I'm looking at this, like, long-ass, like, National Library of Star Wars and everything that didn't make into the 3 movies, and I'm like, you had all this potential. And you went with that!
Pretty much. And you know what? You actually, going back to Resident Evil with shitty movies, the Paul Wes Anderson movies, I hate them. Oh my god, they're horrible.
See, I enjoyed the first one, but I think it should have stayed as a one thing. Like, oh, this is so fun. Okay, back to reality. This could be like an alternate universe thing. And
they kept going with them.
Let's just make it crazy.
Yeah, they were not good.
I didn't understand the whole clone thing. Like, I get it. I know the concept, but I felt like it was very unnecessary. Also, kind of stupid.
Yeah. What's really dumb, too, especially after the 3rd movie, when they had that ending with the clone army of Allisons, I was like, oh, cool, what are they going to do with the next one? Even though I didn't like the movies too much.
Yeah.
But then, like, they immediately, like, kill all the Allison clones in the 4th movie. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I was dumbfounded by them. Like, hold up. You give them essentially an entire battalion of these badass bioweapons, trained...
Going after Wesker.
Going after Wesker now. She's turned the tables. The one clone changed it all. And now... you get rid of them? Like, you know what?
Wesker's like, yeah, I'm just gonna nuke him now.
Also, to me, the balance in the world that they created for these movies made no freaking sense. Because at least in the Resident Evil game, for as crazy of a concept it is...
And never went post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it was self-contained, though. Like, somehow, Raccoon City just kind of stayed in Raccoon City. And then, obviously, the government had to, you know, snip it in the butt.
Here's the thing that I liked about Resident Evil, right? Raccoon City was not the beginning of an apocalypse. Raccoon City was a disaster.
Exactly.
That's what I liked about it, how it was treated. It was treated as a disaster. It wasn't like the beginning of this zombie apocalypse. It was kind of self-contained, and it was a very logical conclusion of like Raccoon City. Like, yeah, I could totally see the government being like, all right, this shit's gotta go. We can't let it spread. It's gotta go.
Yeah.
But even then,
Yeah, but if you compare it to the movie, it's like it's spread. I'm like, okay, it makes no sense because now you have the bad guys who essentially have won, but in a sense, they're also losing because they have lost control of their pet project, and then you have the good guys who are basically non-existent. Chris is MIA. Jill is, I don't know what the fuck Jill was doing, but certainly not what Stars trained her to do. Claire is just kind of doing her best.
She was doing like that Mad Max convoy thing in the third movie.
Yeah.
Like
then,
they introduced Claire before they introduced Chris. And then, oh my god, the live action movies. Did you know that George Romero was going to do a Resident Evil movie? Capcom helped him work on the script. And the thing is with George Romero, like, he was like, all right, listen, I'm an old man. I don't play video games. So he got one of his assistants to play the game and literally record it. Some would say that arguably that's like the first Let's Play, right? And he would so he had one of his assistants play the entire game from beginning to end and record it on a VHS. And then Romero would watch the gameplay and he would take notes. And then he actually had a script where it was accurate to the game. They even had the shark scene in there. The giant plant, the giant snake. They had all that shit in there. And he pitched it to Sony, and then Sony was like, no, it's too gory. We want it to be PG-13. We don't want it rated R.
Yeah,
we want to get more butts and seats. But it's like, you bought the rights to a fucking zombie franchise, and you saying it's too gory. What? That's stupid.
Makes no sense.
That's pants on head stupid. Like, oh my god, this is why I think Hollywood should stay away from a lot of IPs like Resident Evil, because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing. And then Hollywood wonders why it's struggling. And it's like, Hollywood is so out of touch.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, being a gamer was super niche. A lot. Well, I wouldn't say super niche, but it was definitely niche. It's definitely more mainstream now than it was
before.
Yeah.
And what's Oh, go ahead.
Forget. So I feel like the people that were reviewing these, like, for possible, like, scripts and stuff, were more like, they've never, ever touched the source. And they just saw it as a means of, well, maybe.
Yeah, it was very... here's my solution, right? Because, like, every live-action Resident Evil project that has been made has been god-awful. Like, not to... Listen, rest in peace to Lance Riddick, but the Resident Evil live-action show with Lance Riddick as Wesker was god-awful.
I saw the whole thing.
And it's supposed to be in the Paul Wes Anderson universe, too, supposedly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why? Why? No disrespect to Lance Riddick, but like, why? Why? What made you decide to do that? And the thing is too, right? I would forgive it if it was well written, but it wasn't.
No.
It was horrible. I don't even think I could hate watch it. And I don't believe in hate watching. Leon can get it. Oh, a lot of people love Leon for that reason.
I will say, though, Lance as Wesker, like, the twist that they did, honestly, I didn't hate it.
Well, those are like two Weskers, right?
Yes. It was an interesting concept. But it was like, I don't know, like at some point as the story progresses, like we went from, oh, it was okay, not great, not good, but it was okay. But then as the story progressed, they kind of lost me. I'm like, yeah, no. I mean, the corny dad was kind of it was interesting to say the least. But it's not Wesker.
It's not.
Like, it's not Wesker. He's not supposed to be likable. He is a bastard in the originals.
I say that as I'm playing Wesker.
He's an evil man, and I feel like
he's he's a selfish motherfucker.
I feel like and I see this not just with like Resident Evil, but with other shows as well, like say Star Wars, since we were talking about Star Wars. Like they're trying to make the bad guys be human, and like sometimes
bad guys, I like it when bad guys are just simply monsters. Bad guys. Just make them shitty people. They don't always have to be misunderstood. Like have evil be evil. And that's really concerning now, because so many of these kids nowadays, these Gen Alpha kids, have such a twisted sense of morality. And then you got people like Hassan Piker, sorry to bring him up, but like Hassan Piker, we can all agree Hassan Piker is not a good person. And you got people like Hassan Piker being role models for these young kids. And you know, these are kids, and all the new media out for kids nowadays where they're like, oh, well, that bad guy, he's not, you know, oh, he's misunderstood, even though he killed a shitload of people and he massacred all these damn people. Oh, he's just misunderstood. It's like, no. Bad people are bad people because, you know, they're going, like killing somebody, I'm sorry, in the real world, no one forgives the bad guy because he said, oh, I'm sorry I massacred your family. No, no, no. There are consequences to being evil. Evil has consequences.
Yeah. It's like at the end of, like, say, Vader was a bad guy, right? But he didn't start out as a bad guy, right? And it's like, what he did, you know, unfortunately, that is what makes him Vader. That's what makes the Empire so evil. And then there's Palpatine, which we have no real, at least I've never really delved too deep into the Palpatine lore.
Palpatine is definitely, he's a master manipulator.
But he's evil to the core, and that's all you need to know going into Star Wars is like he
took a good man like Anakin and he made him evil. Like he took advantage of his insecurities and his worries and his fears to the point where he made Anakin willing to literally kill children.
Do I think that the
promise of saving his wife?
Do I think that the Jedi are all cracked out to be? No, they're imperfect, right? There are certain things that at least my opinion, if you like have someone try to suppress their entire being, they're going to wanna. Oh, you were rated.
Yeah. Oh, I got rated. Hey, first side. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm Razorwind. I'm Tactical Wolf Vtuber. We finished up Resident Evil 9. Now we're just kind of talking about Resident Evil lore and the franchise itself. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. How y'all doing? How you been, first side? Where were you streaming? Go check out First Side, guys. He's a longtime friend of mine, really good guy. VR chat streamer mainly, and a PNG tuber. He's an absolute gremlin. Hysterical. He's absolutely freaking hysterical. Definitely go give him a follow. Watching how South Korean prisons work? Oh no.
Oh. Okay.
Oh god. Let me guess, do they show caning? Oh god, so a friend of mine who's Singaporean, he showed me what caning is like, and oh my god. I was holding my butt the whole time. Oh. Because you're watching this guy, he's getting hit in the butt with a cane. And the more the guy was getting hit with a cane, his butt cheeks started like tearing apart.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh god, that must hurt to sit. But like, they give those punishments to people who are like petty thieves and drug dealers and drug peddlers. But like, they do give them medical attention afterwards. They do take them to the hospital afterwards. But like, basically, the caning is treated as like a warning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, you know, you need to, you know, after this, you need to rehabilitate yourself. Essentially.
Yeah.
Actually, that punishment's been given to a lot of American tourists.
Oh, it's been confirmed that he is spending the next 3 years?
Johnny Smiley is spending the next 3 years in prison. Oh, he's cooked. He's cooked.
Oh, okay, so confirm.
That's what you get for being a douchebag.
Oh, it gets worse. I know it's with labor, with hard labor. I've been keeping up with it through Atozi. So that's where I usually get all my YouTuber drama.
I've been keeping up with through Legal Mindset.
Oh yeah, I've watched a couple of those. I haven't caught up. But yeah.
You might like my friend Ava Elfpire. She's she's an elf VTuber who is a lawyer, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I've seen her.
Yeah, her and my friend Mizu, they have a show called Lawtism every Wednesday, I think it is.
Yes, that's where I've seen her. Yeah.
Yeah, Mizu's great. Actually, I feel like you would like Mizu.
I've been in the chat. Like when I see them go on or just Mizu, I try to catch up with streams.
Mizu and his boyfriend Atari are both really good people too. Atari's super friendly.
Yeah.
You'd like Atari as well. He's got a really cool VTuber model. Actually turns into a snake.
Oh, I have to check it out. I don't know if I follow them, but I have to find them.
Yeah, he's a Swedish VTuber.
Cool.
He's infamous for his one chat redeem where you can shock him.
Oh no.
And he managed to convince a couple of my friends like Akko and Mizu to get one, and Ava has one now too.
Oh my god. That's because I think it is when I laugh.
With a shock collar?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently you can also put it on your arm or you can put it on your thigh.
No. Oh yeah, I heard about that. He has to register. Yeah. I'm in general.
Wait, he has to register as a sex offender? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny's...
Because of,
it's not looking good for Johnny Boy.
No. Is a sad state of affairs.
Oh, I mean, he's getting what's coming to him. I mean, he...
Oh, 100%.
He's a shitty person.
Yeah, he is. See? There are evil people who don't have empathy whatsoever.
Yes. Yeah, we were talking about before you came in for a second. We were talking about how like a lot of media nowadays gives these kids like a twisted sense of like evil and things like that, and just like I don't know. There's just this weird. Like, empathy has taken on, like, this toxic meaning now.
You know what? I don't know if but I feel like, at least my earliest memory of when it became trendy to give all these villain arcs a, like, wait, but let's give them, like, this, like, background story that maybe they're just misunderstood or maybe they got turned into this bad person, and maybe they can reverse the whole entire psychological like transformation to like being this evil person, because it's like for the longest time the Joker has always been the Joker to me. He's a bad guy. He's not someone
He's a
to be like,
horrible
oh
person.
yeah,
He's a piece of shit.
I'm rooting for him. It's like, no, he's a piece of shit. Did you not see what he just did?
He crippled a young
out.
woman and then took pictures of her naked and then showed them to her father. Like, he tried to gas a nursery full of babies in the comics. And Harley, he's a freaking abuser. And that, oh man, young women are like, oh, I want a relationship like Joker and Harley Quinn. No, you don't.
No, that's bad. No,
even when I was a kid, I knew that Joker was a shitty person.
And it's supposed to. It's a construct of like literature. In order for you to have a good guy, a protagonist, you need to have these obstacles and challenges, but you also need to have a person that's more or less standing on the same ground as they are, but they're on the opposite spectrum of things. Like, they're downright evil, they have no morals, they do not care, they have something to gain, and they're willing to sacrifice innocent lives and resources in order to get or achieve whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. And you have the bad guy the good guy who is the hero of this. That's what makes them the hero. But it feels like we're kind of taking that concept and like, no, let's switch it because the hero's not always a good guy. Maybe some heroes don't do the right thing sometimes, but their
Heroes who
morals
make
are there.
mistakes.
Yeah. They know what's right and wrong.
I mean, hell, even some of the prophets in the Bible were not perfect people. They did horrible things. Like King David had an affair with one of the wives of one of his soldiers at one point. And then he has to answer for that. Like, it's, you know, that's the other problem. We don't have heroes that make mistakes either anymore. And that's why so many heroes are so boring. And just media. It's like the hero is now like has no flaws, and the villain is misunderstood. And sometimes the role of villain is given to the wrong characters. Like, I'm going to be real with you. Avatar, I think that the humans were well in their right for what they did. I'm sorry, but like, right, the whole reason why the humans were on Pandora is because Earth is dying and the human race needs to find a new home. And the reason why the Avatar project exists, they explained that it was because the Na'vi didn't want to negotiate. And that's why Colonel Quaritch, you know, resorted to what he did, because the Na'vi were being unreasonable. So he had to do unreasonable things. And I'm going to quote, I don't know if you're familiar with Marvin Heemeyer. I'll get into him for if you want. But, like, he said, sometimes reasonable men must do unreasonable things. And, you know, he was trying to be reasonable on the behalf of humanity, right? His job was to keep the human researchers and other soldiers stationed on Pandora safe. And the Na'vi were getting in the way of that job. Colonel Quaritch, I don't think, was a villain. I think Colonel Quaritch was just doing what he had to do, right? What made sense to him. Now, I think James Cameron really lost the plot there, because he has been very disturbed by how many people don't like Jake Sully and his wife throughout the movies. And it's like, well, no. He went and sided with a hostile alien race that didn't want to negotiate, and were the first ones to commit violence against the humans. And so the humans had no choice but to use force in return. And Jake Sully, instead of helping humanity, decided, I'm going to side with the blue cat people I barely know and just met.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not a hero, that's a selfish individual. So it's just, I don't know, morality has been so weird with modern day writing.
Yeah. Going back to Resident Evil, like I don't know if you... Oh,
sorry,
God.
when first I said the blue alien OC.
No.
He betrayed humanity to be a furry.
Oh God. I don't know if you ever saw the movie that came out like a few years back. I don't know if it was like straight to stream or I don't know if it had theater release, but it's like Welcome to Raccoon City.
Oh yes, yes.
Where they basically put the first events of the first game
and the second game in a one movie. Also,
exactly.
The guy they picked to play Wesker, he looked and sounded like Tomska.
Yeah.
Wesker didn't even act like Wesker.
Same with like Leon. I mean, I didn't have an issue with the casting,
they made him so... Like, they made him act like the slacker.
Yes, when that wasn't Leon. He was held because of what had happened before at the gas station. He was
That wasn't
late.
Leon, that was Peon.
Yeah,
that was Peon Kennedy.
not
That was not Leon Kennedy.
They also made him stupid, like kind of like bimbo-ish.
Or himbo.
Like a himbo, yes. Like I'm like, no, like really? This isn't the Leon we play as, or as we know him. Like he had known obviously of like, cause at this point they kind of had an idea. Okay, there is something very weird going on in this city, and there's a special task force that was created specifically to deal with that, you know, what's going on, because Umbrella was just kind of losing it at that point.
Well, Stars was meant to be like the sacrificial lamb for Umbrella.
Oh yeah, that too.
Like, Umbrella purposely formed Stars and handpicked everybody to use them as test candidates.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, because Wesker was a researcher before he became a Stars member. And then they switched him over to Stars to basically lead them into a slaughter like that. Which is messed up.
Right.
I'm sorry, if I was Jill or Chris or Rebecca or Barry, I would hate that man to the end of my days.
Oh, 100%. 1000%.
Well, it's like, you put me in a death trap mansion full of zombies to use me as a test subject. Nah, you ain't getting off easy.
No.
I would be out for blood, personally. Like, the rivalry between Wesker and Chris... man, I feel like 5 was not a very good way to end that rivalry.
No.
The whole volcano thing was dumb. That's why I hope they remake 5. Because, like,
they're
that
gonna
was...
leave that. I feel like they're gonna leave that because a lot of fans love that. At least the newer fans that have started playing tend to love the meme more than, you know, the character, what the character's supposed to be.
Right, the boulder punching. There's a way they could do the boulder punching and still, like, make it, you know, viable to some extent.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if they remove it though. That's my take on it.
I have noticed though in the more recent games, like 8, Chris is not as bulky as he used to be.
No.
Also, I think he's like the oldest right now of the surviving. No, Barry. But I don't even think Barry is still active.
Wait, I thought Barry died. Is Barry still alive?
No, Barry's still alive. He was in Revelations 2. Actually, that was...
okay, yeah.
That was the first time in a long time that Barry became playable. He was playable for a little bit in the remake, I know, or Resident Evil 1, because I remember there were parts where if Jill was unconscious or like stuck in a room, Barry, there was parts where you had to play as Barry.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Of the sandwich scene.
You almost became a Jill sandwich.
beloved character.
You know, I've said that, I've joked around and said if I ever make like a game or like a nerd themed bar, one of the menu items is going to be called the Jill sandwich.
Oh my god, that would be delicious.
Yeah, make it like a club sandwich or something.
Yeah. With Swiss cheese.
Oh, God,
oh wait,
Swiss...
was it a spiked wall or was it like just a
it was I think it was
crusher?
a plain old wall that was gonna crush her.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Swiss cheese would have been funny if it was
Jill
like,
sandwich is definitely one of the early memes on the internet.
Yes.
I remember for the trailer for Resident Evil Revelations 2, they do a parody of the Taken monologue where Barry goes, "I have a certain set of skills. I will find you, I will find my daughter, and I will make you into a Jill sandwich."
Okay, that brings me to this question. Do you think that Capcom the Resident Evil devs will correct the course that was Resident Evil 6 ever?
I think they will. If any game needs to be remade, it's 6.
Completely scrap everything, people. We need to start from scratch and pick things up from 5.
Well, Resident Evil 6 is the game that made Capcom course correct.
I think so, because it nearly bankrupted the entire franchise. There were rumors going around back in those days where I don't think Capcom's gonna make another Resident Evil. I don't think they're gonna survive this. Little did they know that eventually, given a few years, we'd get... That's what led to... Okay, we need to take a break from the heroes. We need to create a new character, and that's how you do it, right?
Well, yeah,
it's still Resident. Yeah.
They had a guy in Capcom. They call him the Slasher because he had a tendency to get rid of things that don't work for a project, and they put him in charge of the game because he was part of the team for the original 3 Resident Evil games. And they're like, listen, we need you to unfuck this Thanksgiving turkey. Because we screwed up big time.
The thing is, 6 could have been a good game. It had potential, however, I feel it was
too
so
ambitious.
convoluted. Yes,
and the plot was just weird.
Going on. It was very disjointed. It should have been split up. If they were gonna do that, they should have split it up. Because it was a lot of, like, points of view, and it's like, wow, we love these characters, the new ones.
Oh, thank GG, thank you for the follow-up.
But, like, it was a lot, and it made no sense in the storyline.
It was too much going on. It's like, alright, they made a cake, right? But they made the cake too sweet. They put too many toppings on the cake. It was more toppings than cake, right? There were too many layers. There was too much crap going on. It was just... No one could understand what the hell was going on. Like, well, okay, what's this? Ada's a clone? Huh? There's a clone Ada? What's up with that?
Yeah.
Huh? Sherry Birkins, she still has the G virus? What?
6 is okay if you don't think of it as a Resident Evil game.
Yeah, if you treat it as something else, it's fine. It's a fun co-op experience, though.
Yeah. I will say, the only thing I absolutely despise from, and this isn't the story or the characters, this is just the technicality of, like, how you play this game. I hated the QuickTime events. I'm sorry, it was like QuickTime City, and I hated every moment of it.
Oh, the QuickTime... Listen, I hated the QuickTime trend with Resident Evil. Oh my god.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
It was. It was too much.
The only time I enjoyed Resident Evil 6 was one of my mods, because we beat it on stream. Like halfway through the story, I think, the first 2 characters I was playing as, my mod, the Low Average Gamer, joined me, because he's all about these these games that are like...
Oh yeah, and Gamer's great. He's
yeah,
company.
Gamer's great. And he and I finished, we trudged through the entirety of the game with all the other... I think we did all the stories. It was a lot. It was a lot to process. But it was fun with friends. It is fun. It's just not... It's a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6 was... Oh god, it was... Yeah, no. I tried replaying 6 and I'm like, oh my god, this game is so horrible.
I wanted to like it, but like even the villain was kind of like...
Was there even a main villain? Like, because I was confused as to what the hell was going on with that.
So it's definitely a Wesker game. Spoilers, sorry. It's definitely a Wesker involved, and then it was
for 6?
Yes, I want to say yes. It was like
I thought it was
scientist. 5. Oh, Wesker.
I know
Wesker's
son was definitely a character in it, which I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, Wesker had a son. When did Wesker have time?
Right? That was very confusing. Like, why?
And then, like, the backstory was, Wesker was a mercenary for a bit. No, he wasn't. He was a researcher for Umbrella. What?
Yeah.
When would he have time to do that in the 90s? Also, if you notice, like, Wesker is a psychopath. He is one of those people that's not into sex.
Oh, I misspoke. Yes, you're right. It was Simmons. Simmons was the one of the primary antagonists, and someone named Carla. Again, these characters were kind of shoehorned in.
Yeah. I remember this guy I used to be friends with, and he said, like, Resident Evil 4 is so good it ruined Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm. Listen, we learned from that, okay?
Yeah, we did. And now, I'll say this, I will give Capcom credit. They've definitely done a lot better nowadays as a game dev.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have definitely learned. And I will say I like what they're doing with Resident Evil. 7 definitely saved the franchise. I still need to play 7. The reason why I didn't play 7 was one, I don't know, it felt so removed as a Resident Evil title.
Yes. I will say that, yes.
It reminded me too much of modern horror games. And I don't really like the aesthetic of a lot of modern horror games.
I think because I feel like, right, you know how we have the OG like Umbrella Saga or whatever. I feel like at some point the devs might have made the decision like, well, you know, we can't, you know, milk this Umbrella. There's got to be something more, something else on the horizon. Like, how did Umbrella become Umbrella? Like, I think they started creating, like, backstory for literally a lot of their, like, head scientists. And I think that from that departure, we kind of started creating, like, these like lore of like, well, you know, the T-virus, the ingredients, they actually come from Spain, and there's this like place, and oh, by the way, we also have all these other scientists in Europe that were studying this like parasite and this flower and this other shit, like,
well, so the T-virus, actually, they discovered that from doing a what was it? Expedition to Africa.
Yes.
And this flower, the local tribes called it the Stairway to the Sun. And they noticed that some of the people, some of the locals, right, they would ingest this flower that had the mother virus, the progenitor virus, which is the precursor to the T virus. They were like, oh, we could use this.
Yeah.
We could make something incredible with this. And then, like, the T-virus is basically like a bastardization of Stairway to the Sun.
Yes. And I think they wanted to, like, try to, like, let's steer clear from Umbrella, but also kind of keep it in the family somehow, or related to Umbrella. So I think that's where we kind of went a little too, like, I mean, with Resident Evil 4 with Las Plagas, it worked. Like, the story worked. It kind of made sense, but then you added the extra, like, the different element of the cult. And then all of a sudden, you know, like, for 5, we're going back to good old Chris. And it feels less of a Resident Evil game and more like a little bit Call of Duty-ish. Because it was more action than horror, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, well, like 5 was... 4 was a good... 4 was a good, like, balance. It was horror, but it was also action. And then 5 became, like, super action-y. And then 6 went full on action. And the thing that I hated about 6, it threw at you an action game level of enemies, but gave you a survival horror game scarcity of ammo. And I'm just like, why? Why?
And then with 7, I feel like they were doing a deep look into themselves, and the entire series is like, they really had to go back to, like, bare bones, and then somehow create this story that makes sense to fit in the Umbrella, you know, Jill, Chris, Leon, Claire, etc. world, and make it make sense. And I love 7, but at the same time, part of me is so little, like, something doesn't still click in my head that is a Resident Evil game, and Evelyn is somehow like interwoven with the Umbrella legacy of monsters and creations, unholy creations. Because to me, Evelyn is just weird. Like, she doesn't fit into me, and my brain still doesn't click. Like, that's Resident Evil.
She was supposed to be like a BOW from... Because that's what they call the monsters in the series, right? The BOWs. She was a
BOW.
BOW from another corporation.
Oh yeah,
And
that's right.
here's the thing that I always found weird. One plot hole. First off, I'm surprised that Ethan's wife, I forget what his wife's name was.
Oh, I hated her.
she was complacent in this. Like, she was part of that corporation. Overseeing the transportation of this child. It was a bioweapon. Why is she not in jail for that?
Right?
She should be, because she literally took part in human trafficking.
Also, first of all, we know how hard and tough Chris is now. Like, he was a hard ass back in the day. But, like, now, Chris? And he lets her, I think it's Mia? Is it Mia?
Mia, yeah, that's it, Mia.
It's like, and the actress, by the way, though, no hate. Like, she actually did an amazing job. I actually loved the acting. But Mia as a character, like, for me, I just despise the character. Because I felt her kind of annoying, and also, like, Chris would not have forgiven that. It's like, yeah, you may have been, like, involved with, like, this, like, a super powerful, like, being, or, like, taking care of it or whatever, but, yeah, that's
you took part in human trafficking.
Yeah.
You were complacent, you were an accomplice. Or, I'm sorry, that's what I meant to say. You were an accomplice in, sorry, I'm, like, so tired of saying stupid shit. But, like, you were, like, an accomplice in human experimentation on a child. You should be going to jail.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked, where it was okay. I know she was, like, getting out of it, and then after seeing how terrible Evelyn really was, like... And then we out of all places that you can stick them as a witness protection place, you put them in Europe? Away from, like, I mean, I guess BSAA does have headquarters, like, in Europe, I believe.
Yes.
Not really, they're not really state-wise. I think they're more, like...
They have a North American branch.
Yeah. But, like, Europe? And then the thing that threw me off from Village, like, again, beautiful game. I need to finish it.
You should.
But, like, the beginning of it, it was a bit off. It's like, how the fuck did this bitch know that, you know, I'm sorry, language.
No, it's okay. I curse all the time. You know me.
I know. How does she know about Ethan? And how does she know about Mia? How does she know about the baby? How did she find them? And also, what is going on? Because it's like, you mean to tell me that this BOW was, or, well, I guess it's the, whatever
well, she turned
her
herself
name is.
into a BOW.
Yeah,
Miranda.
like... Miranda, yes. So I'm guessing, yeah, as a BOW, how did Chris let this slide? I'm like, I need answers, because Chris would not have let this slide. And it's like, how did that intel fall through? Because, and to let her just play out this little fantasy that, she was pretending to be Mia this entire time made no sense to me. And, like, that's really weird. But a rough start to the beginning. Granted, that scene where you're as Ethan finally playing it was fucking scary as hell. Like, the werewolves traumatized me.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. They did.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know, those werewolves are not associates of mine, so...
Yes.
Listen, different type of werewolf.
We don't know where they are, where they come from. We know that
they're not associates of mine, okay? The werewolf community does not, we disavow them.
Yes. Rightfully so.
Listen, us over here on Team Jacob, we do not claim these people.
Hard to find a woman these days. I'm sorry, werewolves have always scared me as a concept. You can't change my mind. I mean, there are good guys.
I hope you're not afraid of me.
There. No, I was about to say no. You're different, but like the feral kind. I'm sorry, I cannot.
You knew me before I was a werewolf.
Yes, I did. Yes. That's true. Maybe that's why I got eased into it. And like, no, that,
there you go. Yeah.
No, I'm not about that life. I'm sorry. I like living. Thank you very much.
No, I got you. You don't want claw marks and everything.
Same with vampires. I cannot. No, you cannot convince me otherwise. I don't care if you throw at me as many what's his face? Robert Pattinson's, and tell me he's different. He actually cares. That guy sees me
creepy.
As a Lunchable. I'm a walking Happy Meal. Fuck off.
Well, you know, it's the duty of every Edward to humiliate the or no. It's the duty of every Jacob to humiliate an Edward.
Yes, Edward. That's the thing. I'm sorry, you cannot convince
He's creepy.
Otherwise.
He stares at her while she's sleeping. He's like, I like watching you sleep. Most girls will be like, I'm sorry, what? Like, am I wrong? Most rational woman would be like, you're creepy, get the fuck away from me.
I'm sorry. I grew up in the universe of Bram Stoker's Dracula, Nosferatu, other
For me, it was
vampires.
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
Interview with a Vampire.
Blade vampires. I mean,
oh yeah, Blade.
If we've learned anything, is that there's no such thing as a good vampire. I'm sorry. Hey,
unless it's Blade.
Unless it's Blade, but he's half. He's half.
Yeah, he's a daywalker.
I am a ghost, so maybe I am very biased and prejudiced against the other two supernatural races, but you know, I gotta keep it 100.
You know, I don't understand. By the way, the issues, the production hell for Blade right now, the MCU Blade. First off, does Disney not understand? We just want a cool black man in a trench coat going around killing vampires in cool ways. What? And the actor who's currently playing Blade, he is absolutely furious with Disney, and he keeps making them rewrite the script because, like, they're doing things that are like not Blade things.
Yeah.
Like, Blade is meant to be cool man in trench coat killing vampires, not...
Well, that's the thing, right? They need to keep it a certain rating, because otherwise it's
yeah, they refuse to do R-rated. Disney, it's one of the things I hate about Disney. Disney is always about playing it safe.
Yeah.
They never... They're very,
That's Disney for you. Like they have a legacy to live up to, right? They're not known for their I don't know if a lot of Disney, like now, people like that are considered Disney adults. But even
Disney adults creep me out.
But me growing up, I kind of already had an understanding of like the very beginnings of the studio itself. And like how like they have other movies. They weren't always known for their like cartoon movies. They've had movies that are like not live actions, like their original stories, or like say they take a book or something and like, you know, make a movie out of it. Like, you know, like Disney has gone outside of the whole like, oh, we're all about princesses and good feelings and vibes. Like, no, there's other stuff more to Disney. And now they bought this IP, which is not meant to be like restricted by like this like idea of like PG rated. It's like, no, this isn't Blade. This has never been.
Yeah, it's not Blade
like
at
Blade.
all.
You're trying to make something else, and it's just not gonna happen. Like, this isn't my best friend is a vampire hunter, but he's also a vampire like storyline. But he's still a good guy, you guys. And the other vampires he's hunting down, they're just misunderstood creatures. Like,
the vampires are literally like evil, unapologetically so.
They turn feral to a point. Like, I feel like that's like
They also act like
feral.
sleazy
They have no
gangsters.
control. Yeah.
Like half the shit these vampires say is like really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, remember I forget the name of the main evil vampire from the first movie, but like he was an asshole. He was a bad person.
I
like,
know the actor is Stephen Dorff because I had a crush on Stephen Dorff when I was growing up. But yeah, I forget his name too.
I forget the name of the character, but yeah. Like, he was horrible. Oh, Frost! Deacon Frost. Deacon Frost was a shithead.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%.
Absolute shithead.
So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna... I don't have much high expectations for this, what do they call it? The Blade movie. Like, I'm actually relieved that at least the main actor is like, no, rewrite this. This is not okay. I need you to read that out loud and then ask yourself, does this make sense compared to the original IP? And then get back to me. I mean, IRRC, the feral vampires in Marvel are usually just like vampire spawn. Yeah, but logically, vampires would have really twisted morals, morals, or lack thereof, because their brains are hardwired against what humans are, and they're a predatory species. Yes. So the whole misunderstood stuff doesn't make a... I can't say that word. It's a...
makes a modicum of sense.
Okay, thank you.
No, it's okay. Where did all the zombies go? Where did all the bad guys go?
Yeah,
I killed them all.
of them.
Oh god, I guess I did such a good job. I killed them all.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, I actually killed all the enemies. Oh.
Nice. Did they spawn back?
No, it looks like there is a limit to how many enemies they throw at you.
Oh shit, okay, all enemies killed, confirmed.
Huh.
Morals, yes, thank you, yes. Yeah, it's just, I don't know how they're gonna, I mean, they're gonna keep going back and forth. Eventually they will, I'm pretty sure they're set on doing this because of Deadpool. I think the Deadpool movies kind of gave them kind of like, well, now we gotta bring these other characters into the fold, and they're not the they're not like the X-Force or anything like the X-Men. They're not like the Avengers, but here we go.
Yeah, you know, and I agree. There has always ever been one Blade. Always has been, always will be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did hear Ryan Reynolds wants Wesley Snipes to come back.
I feel like they were trying to hint at that when he was in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, I would love him to come back, but I feel like he would probably clash with a lot. He would have the same issues as the new actor portraying his like legacy character, and it's just gotta be a bad time.
I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine, they did allow, you know, sex jokes. They allowed swearing.
Yeah,
they
but they
allowed
were
excessive
also
gore and violence.
these movies were also produced outside of like Disney. Technically,
Actually,
they were under Fox
the
though.
Deadpool movie was Disney.
The first one.
Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh,
third
Wolverine.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when they acquired it, but I feel they had a little bit of leeway because it was like, you know, kind of like
I
your
was
last day
surprised
at
Disney
work.
let him do that.
I feel like it was like that thing, like it was like what's it called? It's like your last day at work. You know, you'd like, why you gotta do? Fire me? I already have a new job lined up and shit, and I start next week. So
Yeah,
fuck you,
that is kind of what happened. It was like the Fox Marvel
It's a
actors
stand-up to
basically
Fox.
saying, "Fuck you, we quit."
Well, they got bought out, but yeah, I mean, it's the same sentiments. Like, well, you know, is Disney really gonna stop me? I think they were like
It's
playing
like, do
around,
what you
but
must,
now,
but I've already won.
yes, but now Disney has a good grip of like the franchises since they're acquiring more stones than Thanos at this point. So it's like, oh, well, now comes the bicker back and forth about like, but IP, but like this is how it really is, and Disney's like, well, we have an image.
I can't stand Disney as a corporation.
It's very corporate, unfortunately.
And you know, it's the funny thing too. You know, the reason why they bought up Marvel and Star Wars is because Disney was struggling to appeal to boys, and it's like, you idiots! You had Buzz Lightyear. You had characters like Buzz Lightyear, had characters like Hercules. They could have made more Hercules movies. You had the Greek mythology you could have expanded upon.
Well, they made a series for Hercules.
They did, but I'm saying if they were to do a live action, you know.
Oh.
Like, they could have made it into, like, they could have done, like, more mature spin-offs of some of those IPs. Like, you could have done, like, an Aladdin for, like, an older male audience. Like a young adult male audience.
But they did do a Aladdin movie. It just did.
I know,
really
I know
weird.
that, but I'm saying, like, they could have... I know they did the Aladdin show, yeah, but I'm saying for if you were gonna get new young Disney fans, what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Like, it would have been cool if they did, like, you know, Buzz Lightyear, but Buzz Lightyear, like, based it off the Buzz Lightyear Star Command show, but make it kind of like Mass Effect, right? Have it done like Mass Effect, where it's like, you know, it's Buzz Lightyear, but like Buzz Lightyear is not only fighting Zurg, but he's also dealing with like seedy underground elements of, like, you know, of the galaxy, right? Like Space Rangers kind of act like,
yeah,
you know, kind of like authority figures where they gotta, like, you know, they gotta work both sides of the law to get the job done. Kind of like the Spectres in Mass Effect do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they could have done something interesting like that, but, you know, Disney, like I said, they don't think of ideas like this.
No, they don't. To me, it just feels like Buzz Lightyear, and this is just example character. But like Buzz Lightyear is like saying like a movie based around the actual like entity that is Buzz. I feel it can go either. It can either go like loyal to whatever little resources of who Buzz is to create a universe around him and do well, but then you have the more likelihood that it might fall short because there's not enough material. Because if you think of Buzz, you immediately think of Toy Story, and
there was also the cartoon that they did. I don't know if you ever seen it growing up.
Oh yeah, I forgot
where
about
Buzz Lightyear's
that.
an actual person, not a toy. And then he's got He's got those band of, like, friends of his or space rangers, like the alien princess that can go through walls and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Apparently that's where the term himbo started.
Oh, really?
According to my sister, yeah. I don't know, she was looking into the origins of himbo, and apparently that was, like, the early use of the word himbo.
Not surprised. Oh. Buzz Lightyear with Spectre Authority sounds wild.
Yeah, right? Like, they could have done that. They could have done something like that. Like, you could still have made Buzz Lightyear somewhat family-friendly, but you could have made him, like... You could have made it at least, like, PG-13, right? You can make it dark sci-fi and still have, like, degrees of... Like, you could make... Because, like, Star Wars is family-friendly for the most part, but it's still got its, like... It's dark elements to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, Star Wars has always felt like pseudo post-apocalyptic in some ways. And, like...
Although... Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, I just feel like with Star Wars, I felt like it was more for, like, teens than aiming at children. Because I feel like the appealing to a younger audience, like, I want to be a Jedi, I want to grow up, or I'm a Sith Lord, bleh. I feel like that more started in the Disney-ish era, or like episode 1 through 3 before the Disney unholy matrimony with
I would
Lucas,
say it was the prequel era when that stuff was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Disney era was more like... it's... Oh, I love it when he does the neck snap. And you notice like his hands go up like, ooh, I'd like to do that. Where he wiggles his fingers after snapping their neck.
Ooh.
Ooh, that made me happy.
My God. Love that. We need to bring Conk back into the storyline.
Yeah, we totally should. We totally should, right, chat? We totally should.
It would be an interesting take for Capcom to do.
What, just a game as Hunk?
No, not just that, but also, like, kind of move into this, like, what was it like to be an actual, like, Umbrella disposal team member? Like, can you imagine the stories?
I mean, they did it with Operation Raccoon City, but the problem is with that game, it...
Oh, yeah, that's probably where I got it, yeah.
But it was fun as a co-op shooter. Yeah, a lot of Resident Evil fans tear it to shreds, but honestly, personally, I was a guilty pleasure of mine. It was a guilty pleasure. I enjoyed it for what.
Wait, what was that? The guy who made Under is a fucking moron, though. Everyone I saw praising Under was like
Wait,
the worst
what?
person. It's that Star Wars. Oh, I think there was a bit of lag too.
Yeah, there was no, all my USB devices disconnected and reconnected.
Oh gosh, that's why your screen's going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, like what?
And my tracking just... Oh, I can't control the game. I mean...
Hey. Oh.
Wait. Okay, hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I had to disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
only saw the first season of Andor, but I feel like compared to the other stuff that I've seen from like in the like Jedi Sith universe, Star Wars universe, I think Andor is probably a little bit better. That it's just
Andor was definitely a more mature take on Star Wars from what I've heard. I haven't seen it though.
yeah.
And honestly, I've been so just burnt out with Star Wars, with what Disney has
Yeah.
done, that I just gave up.
I mean, I watched Rogue One and I couldn't really finish it. I got bored, to be honest with you. Some people will praise it, and I always found that side of the whole like story behind the Death Star plans and all that. I found that incredibly interesting, but like, I couldn't get through it in one take. It was really I cannot stomach it for some reason. Same with the Solo movie. I was like, nope. Done.
I couldn't be bothered to watch it. Solo was
Yeah.
so fucking bad.
I cannot tell you how the movie even ends. I probably don't even care at this point.
I don't care.
Wait, really? Does she really like it? Well, you know, everyone can like their thing. Just because I don't like it or don't put it in high regard doesn't mean it's trash, you know? It's like, no, everyone can like what they like.
I mean,
but, like,
the Shiroi does not like Disney Star Wars either.
oh no, she loves it from what I've got. Okay, good. We're on the same side. Yes.
What,
yes.
she likes Solo?
No, she loves it. I feel like that was the era of the Game of Thrones characters just like being put in everything possible. In every possible thing, because the whole selling point of Solo, besides the legacy that is Han Solo, is also that Emilia Clarke was the also in it. So I mean, yeah, that's a thing, and I didn't think her acting was like, I don't think that was the role for her. To be honest with you, same as we putting Sansa's actress and putting her in the as Jean from X-Men, where I'm like, see, no, like they almost had Jean, but they kind of lost Jean somewhere in there, and it just ended up being this whole other thing. And I don't even want to talk about the Dark Phoenix saga because it's one of my favorite sagas, and it pisses me off how the movies portrayed it. But you know, it cannot be done right.
They've been dropping the ball with the Marvel stuff. Also, my computer is now acting weird. Every application everything I'm clicking on, it's opening up a duplicate window. And it's overloading my computer.
Oh, you might. Yeah, I think you might want to reboot.
No, I think it's just that I should probably maybe end stream here. I don't know what's going on. My computer's been acting really strange the past couple days. Like yesterday, I had to not use controller for Resident Evil 9 because it kept turning off my camera. And then the controller kept disconnecting.
Because I've had that happen before. That's why I try to avoid using so many of my USB dongles or whatever, because for whatever reason, this PC will have an issue at some point, especially if I'm doing streams and stuff. It gets angry. And it's like, okay, time to just not have anything plugged into it because it's having a fit. but I think it's like there's like a shortage or like a disconnect somewhere.
I don't know. Well, like here's the thing. Even with Discord, I'm clicking on Discord. I'm clicking on my different channels, and it's just opening up a new tab for Discord in my browser. I don't know what's going on. I think there's some weird shit going on my computer. I'm going to end stream. I'm gonna go raid somebody. I'm probably gonna raid Shiroi.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? Even my
I think I can do a raid if you need me to.
my keyboard is doing caps lock. And it's not letting me. The fuck? Here we go.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
Alright, guys, I'm sorry. There's some weird tech thing going on my computer. I don't know what's going on. It's strange. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I will be streaming on Wednesday, though. I'm going to have the schedule written for this week. For this week and the next week and the weeks to come. I'm going to do a schedule where it's like every other day I'm streaming, so that gives me time to rest in between, and it gives me time to plan things. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I'll see you all Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm probably going to do a movie night in the server. Yes, we're still doing Mech Warrior this weekend, yes. But yeah, I'll see you all later. Thank you, Mayor, for coming on. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all Wednesday.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You have a good one.
Have a good one, everybody.
See ya.